Shut up! The Bulldogs on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
Thanks to the reliable Mitsubishi Triton, nothing can frighten a Triton.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome to Belmore Sports Ground in our hometown, the beautiful city of Sydney. Great crowd on hand. She's jam-packed, the old Belmore, for the Doggies up against the Gold Coast Titans and Triple M NRL Primetime. We do it for Mitsubishi Heavy Industry Air Conditioners. Put your trust in the experts in air. We love these guys, and Macca's and Ream Hot Water back on deck for us for season 2025 as well. Anthony Maroon here. Joining me in commentary, two of Queensland's greatest. They have done it all in the great game of rugby league. And I love them both very much. I don't get an opportunity to work with them as much as I would like to. Firstly, obviously, Ben Teo, great memories with me as a fan of the 2014 Grand Final. How are you, Ben?
Yeah, feeling great. It's good to call with you guys today, and looking forward to a great game here at a suburban ground, and the Doggies and this big pack of the Titans. I'm looking forward to it.
And that other chap there beside you, little known man around Brisbane Rugby League circles, the great Kevy Walters. How are you, Kevy?
Oh, good. Thanks, Maroon. How are you, mate?
Good, mate.
I'm looking forward to it as well, like Ben. The big Titans forward pack taking on the smaller pack of the Bulldogs, and that's where the games are won, big fella.
Well,
so we'll see.
Kevy, the thing is, and I'll throw this open to you two to toss around, but we look at this Gold Coast side, they haven't played in 3 weeks. Obviously, they didn't go to Vegas. They had that week off. They had the bye last week. You blokes, in your roles as coaches, how does that affect a modern-day rugby league side?
Yeah, I think they just can't go off too early, so I'm sure Des would have understood that that's what he's got coming up. He would have put that into his scheduling, and look, they would have been training very, very hard and making sure that they're getting the stimulus in the weeks with their contact, and look, they'll be raring to go. And I think, look, they need to come out of the blocks really quick here, because obviously with the stadium here and the fans, you don't want them to get into it too much.
Maroon, Penrith didn't play a trial either before they played in Vegas, and they were a bit scratchy the opening 10 or 15 minutes, but then they hit the ground and the Penrith machine clicked into gear. So we'll see with the Titans. And Desi's an old pro. He's been down a few dry gullies. He'll know what's happening, and he'll have them primed and ready to go.
Good on you, mate. Good to have you on board. Kevy Walters and Ben Teo. Triple M NRL Primetime, thanks to Mitsubishi Heavy Industry Air Conditioners. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, it should just about be time to kick off as Triple M rocks the footy.
She thought it was true love. He looked at her. Handsome. Nice watch. Then he just started firing questions. How much do you earn? What are your assets? Why do you need my money? It was then she realised he was a bank and would never understand her business. Red Z knows when you need a loan, you need someone that understands the self-employed. With love from Red Z. Speak to your broker or visit redz.com. Red Z. Backing those who back themselves. Australian credit licence 311128.
Shut up! The Bulldogs on Triple M!
For Ream Hot Water and McDonald's, Triple M rocks footy.
Okay, Knights 26, Dolphins 12 this round. Warriors 36, Manly 16, Roosters 38, Penrith 32, Souths 25, Dragons 24, Sharks 36, Cowboys 12, Canberra 32, Broncos 22, and a little earlier this afternoon, the Tigers absolutely giving it to Parramatta. Benny Teo, who are you tipping in this game today?
I'm going to go with the Bulldogs. I just think, they've started off the season well. Got a real close look at them during the trials, and I think they got a few little things sorted out with their team and how they want to play. So I'm going to go with the Bulldogs.
All right, and what about you, Kevy?
Well, I'm not going to argue with Ben because he's too big, mate. But look, the Titans will be in this up to their eyeballs. Desi masterclass here. Be careful, Maroon. This could be the Titans in good form.
Yeah. Well, I've just got a feeling. They lost their opening 6 games last year. There's a Choice Hotel stat. Here they come out onto the field. The Gold Coast Titans, we know that they've got it in them. The Kinney at fullback, Khan Pereira and Jojo Fafita on the wings. Brian Kelly and Filthy Phil Sami in the centres. Then Brimson and Campbell are the halves. Fortuaka, and we welcome in Regan Campbell-Gillard in Gold Coast colours. Sam Verrills is the hooker, the back row, Haas, Fermor and Fasua Malaawi. Referee for tonight's game is Peter Goff. The Gold Coast Titans are the away side. And look, last year they played this game. They played it at Belmore, and the Doggies got them 32-0. Anyway, here they come now, the home side. Cameron Serraldo is the man in charge. Connor Tracy's the fullback, Blake Wilson and Marcelo Montoya on the wings, Cherry and Crichton in the centres, and then Matty Burton and Toby Sexton the halves. King up front. We've got Reid Marnie the hooker. The other starting front rower is Josh Curran, and then Kickow, Preston, and Jamin Salmon will start the game in jumper number 17. We're about to get underway at Belmore Sports Ground, the traditional home ground of the Bulldogs. And by gee, they look good toward the back end of last year. Can they carry it into this year? Well, certainly they've turned this club around. They've recruited well and they've recruited smart. Your obvious ones like Burton and Crichton and Kickout. But what about blokes like Bronson Cherry and how they've come along in this team? And guys like this little fella, Reid Marnie, playing at hooker today. I bet he's glad he's not a Parramatta Eel anymore. Triple M Rugby League is brought to you by Riemann Maccas. Expert comments for Seabus Super, making hard work pay off. And we have Michael Chammas on the sideline too. We'll go to him very shortly. Peter Goff says everything's in order. And for those of you who are old enough to remember Belmore Sports Ground, the Doggies are kicking off to the train track end. And we get underway through Burton. A little overcast in Sydney today at the moment after a very, very warm day. Here's Regan Campbell-Gillard. His first touch is a Gold Coast Titan, and they bring him down. They wrestle him down 15 metres out. Gets up and plays it back to Verrills, and then it goes across to Fasul Malaawi, and they shift early. They're a little bit famous for this, boys.
We're wanting to shift on play too there, and Kinney just getting out the back, and Montoya just coming out absolutely jamming him. So they're looking to play very expensive footy here early.
Thank you, Ben. Now for Malaawi, straight over the top of Jacob Preston. 20 metres out, will play it to Verrills. Then Mo Fortuaga. Big Mo's going to play at 25. Short of the halfway line on tackle 5. Verrills. The kick is charged down from Campbell. It'll be 6 again if they can regather. But they can't. It's picked up by Steve Crichton. Immediately now we see the Bulldogs, the favourites in this game, go on the attack. 1 minute gone. Played back now. It's given across to Jamin Salmon. And Salmon will be pulled down by Tino Fasul Malaawi. And gets up to play it back to Reid Marnie at dummy half. He goes to the right side. Josh Curran starting in front row in jumper number 16. Right to the Westpac red zone. And they guard it though like a fortress. He'll get up and play it back. Short side now, it's Connor Tracy. Drops one back inside to Jacob Preston. And he's brought down. He's 12 out. He's 20 in from touch. And that'll be tackle 3. Now we see Salmon and Sexton and Kukau straight back up the middle. Verrills does well to stop him 9 metres out on tackle 4. Marnie again. Right side, long pass at Salmon. Back in field comes Curran again. And this time Haas has him. 5 metres out, right in front of the post of the Gold Coast Titans. Marnie, left side Sexton, left side Burton. Quick hand. Out it comes Marcelo Montoya. Oh, Kevy Walters, they can't have scored already, but they have.
They certainly have, and it's the Bulldogs that light up Belmore. Great work from the outside backs there. Montoya did well to score. Work on the inside, but the tip-on pass coming from Kickout was the deal breaker. He got it onto Montoya and he crashed over in the left corner. That's a nice piece of execution there from the Bulldogs early.
Yeah, it was just too easy for them, Maroon. Just the way that they built their set. They had good field position. Yeah, the Titans on play 2 tried to shift. Kinney got jammed out the back. On the last play, Jaden Campbell winding up to kick the footy. It just took too long. Not a natural kicker of the footy, and he got charged down. That gave Bulldogs great field position, and they just kept turning the ball under, and then they come to this left-hand side with a nice play. It's a block play off Burton, Kickow out the back with a tip-on, and that just looked like a training run, and the Titans really only have themselves to blame.
Yeah, they couldn't get the ball out of their half, could they, Ben? Charged down from the Bulldogs, and that put them straight on the attack, and straight away the Bulldogs crowd, they rose to their feet, sniffing a try, and the team has rewarded them with one in the left corner. Nice work from the Bulldogs.
Marcelo Montoya back at Belmore after 4 years with the Warriors. Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard. Tradies, while you're backing your footy team, Beacon Trades backing your business. Need fans or downlights, anything like that, Beacon Trade. Let's make light work. They're looking after the tradie. Matty Burton 4 from 5 last week. Triple M Pertec kick predictors got him at 68%. The pin-up boy from Dubbo. We did a sports lunch at the Commercial Hotel Dubbo with him in November. By gee, they love him. in that neck of the woods. Here he comes now. He moves in, Matty Burton. That one looks okay. Straight round. Oh, I tell you what, he's missed it. Bulldogs 4, Titans 0 as Triple M rocks the footy.
Surprise Fries is back at Macca's. Order medium or large fries to play on the My Macca's app. There's a 1 in 3 chance to win millions of prizes, plus a chance to go into the weekly draw to win $10,000 cash or one of their surprise prizes.
And we welcome on the sideline for Bob Jane T-Mart's one of the best in the business, Michael Chamis.
Hey, Maroon, yeah, the Titans, they haven't got happy memories here at Belmore Sports Ground. Almost 12 months to the day. They came here last year. They were pumped 32-0 in round 3 against the Bulldogs. Just on those conditions, Maroon, no drinks break, still 33 degrees, but it has cooled down a little bit. There is a breeze, a lot of charcoal chicken starting to waft through the air.
Oh, yeah, we love the chicken. We love the Lebanese chicken at Belmore. Curran plays it back to Marnie. And so Wilson now. Canterbury leads the Gold Coast by 4 points to 0 on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard. Marnie again, now for King. And King is met by Regan Campbell-Gillard and backslam 21 metres his own side of the halfway line. And then comes back across to Billy Kickout. Benny Teo, the Doggies look dominant. I know it's only 4 minutes old, the game.
Yep, they do, and what they're doing is they're moving together. It just looks like a big wall of players. So not only in the defensive line as we see a great kick chase, but when they're pushing with each other when they're running the footy, it just looks contagious at the moment.
And played back now to AJ Brimson. The Titans again pinned down in their own territory. Getting up to play it back is Khan Pereira. Now it's the ever-reliable Brian Kelly getting his first touch of the ball. And then Verrills at dummy half. Got the pass across to Filthy Phil Sami, and the Filthy man is just his own side of the halfway line. Played to Verrills, given to AJ Brimson, away from one. Oh, he's gone right through. Brimson, almost to the 20. And he'll get up and play it on tackle 5. That's AJ Brimson for you. Turns a game like that. Back for Campbell, kicks it into the Westpac red zone. Up we go. Batted back by Jojo Fafita. Kickout has it for the Dogs. He's away. He's not going to have the pace. And he's pulled down just inside Titans territory. Oh, Billy Kickout. Played at Burton now. Comes to Marcelo Montoya. And away he goes. Now they're 9 metres inside Gold Coast end. And the Dogs lead the game 4-0. Burton is there. Bronson Cherry now. Across the field he goes. Away from one. Taken by Brimson. And can't get the pass on. So that's tackle 1. The tackle count restarts, says referee Peter Goff. Salmon has it now for the Dogs. And the Dogs go on the attack again. Tackle 2. Now this is Marnie. Curran's got it. And they managed to bring him down with Fasua Malaawi and company just outside the 21 metre, the 20 zone. Then Marnie again to the centre for Salmon. It goes to Sexton inside with Preston. Jacob Preston is only 15 metres out. Toby Sexton playing against his old club today as well on tackle 4. Marnie and Salmon and King. And King, oh! He's only 3 metres out. They might go in again here, the Dogs. Tackle 5, says the referee. Right side, Marnie, Salmon, Tracy, quick hands. It goes from Crichton to Wilson, and they close up on him, and it'll be changeover. But Kevy Walters, it's all Doggies.
It is all Doggies. That's good defence there from the Titans. They held their nerve down the right, down their left edge. Good defence, working together, shutting out the Bulldogs' attack. And I think they need to keep pursuing with this defence and working together. The Bulldogs are throwing everything at them.
Now, Triple M NRL is brought to you by Ream Hot Water. Built tough for Aussie conditions for over 80 years. When it comes to plumbing, ask your plumber to install a Ream. Surprise Fries are back at Macca's with a 1 in 3 chance to win millions of prizes. Doggies offside in defence, and referee Goff gives the Gold Coast Titans, Benny Teo, a much-needed penalty.
Yeah, the Gold Coast need that. They just need to get some sets down on the Bulldogs' try line. Yeah, you come up with a few penalties like that, but sometimes it tells you that your team's got a lot of enthusiasm. So here come the Titans.
And big Tino for Suamala.
Big Tino. Wow, look at that carry.
Laid back then to Verrills. Campbell has it now, big Mo for Tawaka. Another Origin forward playing for the Gold Coast Titans. 25 out Verrills. Left side, that might be knock on. It's knocked on all right from Campbell, boys.
He looks a little bit shaky, a little bit nervous. He's a fullback. He's playing in the 7 position. He's playing a lot of first receiver. He's their main kicker. And at the moment, he's probably got a lot of things going through his mind trying to organise, and there he's just looking up for the footy, and he just takes his eye off it before he catches it there. That's just a concentration thing, and hopefully they can settle his nerves there.
Triple M _ NRL. I've been asked to mention an old mate of mine, Jay Bandy, played a bit of first grade 20 odd years ago, old Pumpkinhead. He's doing Ride for Lily, and he is riding a push bike from Port Macquarie to Cairns, which is 1,000 Ks. And if you would like to help him, Google Live for Lily and help Jay Bandy, old Pumpkinhead, half man, half pumpkin. Played to Marnie, given to King, and he goes over the halfway line on tackle 3. And
we won't miss him on the Pacific Highway, Maroon, if he's got a pumpkin head.
No, mate, they'll be probably taking pot shots at him. They'll probably be aiming at his pumpkin head. It's that big purple pumpkin head. Now the ball is with Salmon. Now it is with Burton. Burton looked to offload. They're 30 metres out, and centre field on tackle 5. At the play, the ball, it comes back to Toby the Sex Bomb Sexton. Downtown! Oh, I think he caught that in the field of play.
He did. I don't think he had his foot in.
Yeah. Well, they've missed that, but I'm going to tell you, boys, Harvey Norman replay, he was in the field of play when he caught that.
No, but he left the field. He left the in goal. So that's why it was a 20-metre restart. But they come up with an error here now. Another error of the Titans.
Yes, you're right.
Just can't keep inviting the Bulldogs into their space.
And they can't afford to do this, Maroon. We've spoke about the Titans with a big forward pack and wanting to be dominant and direct. And here we just see Canterbury coming out with a play-the-ball error. And they're just defending their line so far in this first 10 minutes. They need to really get down the other end.
Yeah. Very scrappy play the ball in an environment where we're having a crackdown on play the balls. Anyway, Sexton is right on the Westpac red zone. That means he's 20 metres out. He'll get up and play it back to Tracy. And then Sexton. And then Salmon has it now. Gets it to Curran. Curran to King. And they've been pinned inside Gold Coast area. Quick play the ball. Curran for the line. Oh, he's brought down 1 metre short. He's going to get up and play it back. What do they do now? Sexton! He tripped on his own 2 feet. He went up and went again, and he's pulled down 3 centimetres out on tackle 2. At dummy half, it's Marnie. Little short sneaky ball away to King, and he tries to barrage his way over the line. So Dogs still lead the game 4-0 on the Beacon Trade scoreboard, right in front of the posts. We go right side again to Curran, who maybe that wasn't the play. Curran's going to get caught with it about 2 metres out. They're really going to test their goal line defence here, the Gold Coast Titans. Sexton and Burton, and then back inside for Cherry, and he crosses right to the right side of the field, and then Fasul Malaawi's got him, and they drop him down right in front of the posts on tackle 5. Marnie, then it goes to Salmon, and they open up, and Salmon scores a very, very simple try, Benny Teo.
Yeah, you could see that just building, as I said, just handing over so much possession, defending their line. You could really see the fatigue starting to come into the big Titans forwards, especially Big Tino. He was starting to struggle in that set. And Jamin Salmon, he's been playing first receiver a lot for the Bulldogs. A lot of the attack coming off him on their right-hand side. This time, he just gets the footy. It's a show and go there on Mo Fodawaker. Big Tino can't shut the gate. As I said, the fatigue's kicked in, and just too much speed and too much possession for the Titans to handle.
Yeah, it was clever work there from Salmon. He felt the 2 tired Titans forwards were drifting. So, hang on, is he?
Yeah, it's confirmed.
It's try confirmed. Yeah. So he scored the try, that's clear, but it was nice work from Salmon. A little show and go, taking on the Titans through the middle, which is where they've faced a lot of their attack. They pushed a lot of attack through the middle of the Titans' defence. And it was well done by Salmon to get the ball over the line. It's a fast start here from the Bulldogs.
Expert comments, Kevy Walters and Ben Teo for Seabus Super, making hard work pay off. Since 1984, Bulldogs 8, Gold Coast 0, the Pertec kick predictor. And Pertec drama-free, drama-resistant since 1980. Matty Burton is 99% to kick this one. Horror start for the Gold Coast Titans. And good news, you Doggies fans. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but you got Parramatta next week, so you never know. You could be 3-0. I don't want to put
You're
them
being
off,
disrespectful, Maroon. You're being disrespectful.
I am. I'm being disrespectful. Anyway, Dogs 10, lead Gold Coast 0 as Triple M rocks the footy.
It's Australia's favourite water heater. You know who we're talking about.
built tough for Aussie conditions and manufacturing right here in Australia for over 80 years. When it comes to water heating, ask your plumber to install a Ream.
And we'll go back to the sideline for Bob Jane T-Mart's my man Michael Chamas.
Yeah, boys, the Bulldogs looking to move the line speed in defence with the ball. Everyone's moving. The same can't be said for the Gold Coast Titans. You mentioned Tino Fasua-Malawi starting to look like he's struggling out there. He hasn't played in 12 months. Obviously, that ACL, he suffered that injury here at this ground against the Bulldogs back in round 3. Great to see him back, but we'll take some time for him to get into the rhythm of the game.
Okay, 12 gone in this game, and completion rates at the moment. Poor old Titans. They've only completed 2 of 5, and they've only had 41% of the ball on the Choice Hotel stats. So they've had no ball, no field position, and they trail 10-0, Kevy Walters.
Yeah, possession is king in this game, particularly early in the season. You need your discipline, and you need to get that ball down the other end, which the Titans have failed to do. And the Bulldogs just continually putting short passes together and making huge metres through the middle of the Titans' defence.
Now, Connor Tracy might have been taken accidentally high by Brian Kelly then. Referee Goff says play on. And Sexton plays it for Salmon, who's been good in the opening minutes. And it's the last play just inside Gold Coast Titans territory. Now remember, as Burton puts it up from 45 out, by geez, he can kick it. This is so high. Up goes Keanu Kinney and takes it beautifully. The corresponding game last year, Gold Coast lost 32-0. And they trail by 10 at the moment. So, anyway, early days.
The good thing with the Titans, Maroon, they can score points quickly. They've got their halves, they can find holes and little short passes and kicking. They do all sorts of things to create opportunities, but it's all been down the Titans' end at the moment. The Bulldogs are keeping them rammed into their half.
This is Big Mo for Tawaka. Thank you, Kevy. 15 their own side of the halfway line. Getting a lot of tweets and emails about the amount of ice cream vans on the hill here. There must be 10 ice cream vans on the hill. I'll get Michael Chamas to check that out. I can see 6 on the hill and 4 at one end. Here's Montoya, and he's going to get up and go again. 20 metres his own side of the halfway line. The ball comes across now to Bronson Cherry. Michael Chamas would have had one earlier. A double chock top with Nuts. Ball comes across now to Blake Wilson. They're 5 their own side of the halfway line on tackle 3. This is Crichton over the halfway. It's all the Dogs boys. They have had 65% of the ball on the Choice Hotel stats. And now it's with King, who's been good, and Burton's been great. And Kickow has been damaging every time he touches the ball. And gets it back to Burton, who straights up and creates the gap. And gets the pass away to Marnie. And Reed Marnie right under the posts. 14-0 in 15 minutes, Benny Teo.
Yeah, again, just that weight of possession and the fatigue has just hit the Titans so hard. Again, they're Big Tino struggling in the line there in the defensive line, and the Bulldogs just coming at them with lots and lots of waves of small bodies. They keep turning the footy under, but there it was just a little bit of second phase play. It was the offload off kick out. They played a nice shift over to the left-hand side, and he got a nice offload to Burton, who just hit the burners, took on the gap, got past Big Tino, looks inside, he's got Sexton, and he's got Reed Marnie, hits Reed Marnie, it's a try under the post, and this is their training ground. It's starting to look a little bit like that at the moment.
Yeah, it certainly is, Ben. It was nice work from Kickow. He started the offload and then back through the middle of the Titans' defence. Burton got the ball and it seized it up. He went straight between 2 front rowers with his speed and his sidestep, and then Marnie was backing up like a good hooker right through the middle. He caught the ball 10 metres off the try line and then marched it over underneath the post, and he's happy about it too. Reed Marnie loves scoring tries, particularly at Belmore.
And the Beacon Trade scoreboard. Canterbury 14, Gold Coast 0, 16 minutes gone. So we line up the per-tech kick predictor at 100%. But tradies, big jobs, small jobs, tough jobs. Beacon Trade's got the lighting, the fans, electrical to get it done. Join up at beacontrade.com.au. They've got more fans than Kevy Walters, as they say in southeast Queensland. As Burton now moves in, and that one's on the train line. That one's out on the train line. Doggies 16, Gold Coast nil as Triple M rocks the footy.
Thanks to the reliable Mitsubishi Triton with best-in-class superior steering and handling, giving you the confidence to bravely take on the most rugged adventure. Nothing can frighten a Triton.
And for Bob Jane T-Marts on the sideline is Michael Chamis.
You got the feeling last week, Maroon, against the Dragons. The Bulldogs, they did what they had to get the win, but you can tell today they've taken it up another notch. They're well on the way to winning their second straight game to start the season, something they haven't done in 9 years, Maroon. So to do that, it'll be a massive start for them for the season. And just to confirm, there are 7 ice cream trucks out here. They don't do flakes in the ice cream. They actually have a drumstick, Eljana drumstick sticking out of the ice cream. It's good.
A bit of chicken and Eljana chicken in the ice cream. I love it. I think that could catch on because the kids could cool the chicken down at the same time. Here's Curran. He's 20 metres his own side of the halfway line. Bulldogs lead the game 16-0 on the Beacon Trade scoreboard. It's played to Marnie. It's given to Connor Tracy, always looking for the ball. Geez, they've all been on fire today. They're all go, go, go. Back it comes now for Burton from inside the 40. It's an attempt at a 40-20. Oh, Kevy, it's 3 centimetres short.
Yes. I'll leave that one alone, 3 centimetres short. But, yeah, deliberate 40-20 kick there from Burton, trying to get more pressure on this Titans, trying to get another set on to attack the Titans. But this will be a relieving bit of pressure here for the Titans now. They'll get possession for, feels like an eternity since they've had the ball.
Well, it's funny you say that. They've had 25% of the ball in the last 10 minutes, and they've knocked it on.
Oh, my goodness.
Gold Coast Titans fans, people listening through Triple M Gold Coast, this can only get better. Kevy, this can only get better.
Oh, it can. It has to. It has to turn, but just a simple dummy half pass, and Kelly, the ball just reaching up a little bit forward. He had a bit of a look at the defenders coming through, rushing through the Bulldogs' defence, and he came up with the spill. We'll get a scrum now.
That's the second error, Maroon, that the Titans have made by just as they're about to catch the footy, they're looking up to see the defenders, which only means that the Bulldogs are just absolutely coming after them. The line speed's incredible, and it's just forcing errors.
Thank you, Ben. And we are inside the Westpac red zone once again. The Doggies are looking for their 4th try. It's with Sexton. It's with King. King ducks under a high one, flips it back to Marnie. And left side for Sexton, then for Burton. Burton will straighten up, and he can't get around Haas, who might have collected him high. He did collect him high. And so this will be a penalty now to the Doggies once again. But by gee, they've just had all the football. 9 of 10 sets completed, Dogs. 3 of 7 Gold Coast Titans on the Choice Hotel stats. Regan Campbell-Gillard. Sorry, Kev.
Won't win too many games with those stats in your corner. Let's have a look and see what the Bulldogs have got here.
Well, they're 2 metres out and looking for their 4th try as it comes across now for Salmon and Sexton. He gets under a high one too, and Fortuaka stops him. Hang on, the referee's seen another high one. Another high one, so a bit of a crackdown on the Gold Coast Titans side. They have just nothing is going their way at the moment.
Well, they've gone from an era defending their line, and they've gone 2 high tackles in a row now. There's a little bit fatigue's getting in, and they're just getting sloppy with their technique.
And Haas brings down Curran. I think he's over.
He scored.
I think he's over. Josh Curran's got that on the line. So, Benny, that's a try. 20-0.
It is a try, and as you said, they were 2 metres out, and they just wanted to lay a line there with Josh Curran. It wasn't much of a hit-up, to be honest. What he did was he backed into the line, and he was getting down to play the footy. As the Titans tried to pull him to the ground, he's just slipped through their arms, and he's got the ball down on the line. The Titans looked like they had it all sorted there, and they've actually pulled him over the try line.
Yeah, someone's missed their job there. Fleece Hassett looks like was the man on top, and it was just a normal, like a hit up from a tap 10 metres out. Marnie passes in the ball, he hits the defensive line about 5 metres out, turns his back, pedals backwards, and all of a sudden he's over the try line with no Titans defenders underneath the ball. That's sloppy play there from the Titans. Theirs won't be happy with that, particularly given the amount of possession that the Bulldogs have. They've had to earn a couple of tries, but that one was stoppable, certainly stoppable from the Titans.
So Beacon Trade scoreboard is now Bulldogs 20, Gold Coast 0. 21 minutes, 20 points. And Pertec kick predictor Matty Burton, 98%. Just to the left-hand side of the upright, he doesn't miss them. He moves in, and that one's gone right over the black dot. So, Beacon Trade scoreboard ticks over again. Doggies 22-0 as Triple M rocks the footy.
Tradies, while you're backing your footy team, Beacon Trade's backing you. Fans, downlights and the largest range of lighting. Get what you need at beacontrade.com.au.
And down to the sideline for Bob Jane, it's Michael Chamis.
Yeah, Kevin and Benny spoke about Tino Fasua-Mala'awi and his struggles in the middle of the field. Well, we're 20 minutes in, just over 20 minutes in, and he's used to playing big minutes. But, boys, he's come from the field. He's the first in the change on here. Jamin Jolliffe replaces him to start this for the rest of the half.
It's been a very warm day in Sydney. I might just get our producer to just give me an update on that temperature, because when I left my joint, it was somewhere in the mid-30s, and I only live 15, 20 minutes away. So we'll just get an update on that as it comes back across for Blake Wilson. Humidity would be the issue, I would think. 34 degrees at Belmore, 25% humidity. King, thank you. King takes it forward, and he's going to be brought down by Haas. Have absolutely not been in this game at all. This Gold Coast side, just complete dominance from the Bulldogs. 10 their own side of the halfway line again with 22 minutes gone. Now out of dummy half, it's kicked by Marnie. It's not going to be a 40-20 even if it does find the line. But look at the chase! Look at the chase! And Kinney gets there first and just manages to save it for the Gold Coast Titans. Then played to Brimson, then it comes back infield for Khan Pereira.
Oh, wow.
Geez, we'll have trouble with this Gold Coast Titans names. We've hardly had to say them. And Brimson then sends it across for Kinney once again. He gets absolutely bashed and brought down 15 metres out. Then at the play the ball, Brimson again. And then Jojo Fafita. So good they named him twice. He's about 20 metres his own side of the halfway line on tackle 4. Verrills, Sami, and he's brought down with the urgency of the Bulldogs defence. Verrills against. And then Campbell from inside the 40 this time, and straight into the arms of Marcelo Montoya. Hello, Kevy. What do we got here?
Yeah, we got a penalty. Unfortunately, the Bulldogs have taken it too far, and they've attacked the kicker in the air. The kicker was Jaden Campbell. Just inside pressure from kick-out. And what do you think, Ben?
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, he had just left the ground. Right, he was his planting foot had left the ground. Kick out, it was nothing too sinister, and he tried to catch him, but it gives the Titans great field position 5 metres out now.
Yeah, first time for the Titans inside the Westpac red zone. Verrills, and left side we go. Jolliffe is the fresh man out there. Jolliffe is only 1 metre away from the Doggies line, and played to Verrills again, and then the pass goes across, but the defence was easy, bringing down Chris Randall. Verrills, this time Campbell, he tried something on, but Curran brings him down 9 out on tackle 4. Jola flicks one out the back. It ends up with Brimson. He's over the line. And you know what? He's dropped it. And it's picked up by Connor Tracy, who's away. And Tracy's brought down 10 metres out. We're going to have a look at this. Harvey Norman replay, but he dropped it.
He slam dunked it.
Yeah. We've got no try here, Buck. Looking to confirm a knock-on in goal by the Titans and any possible high contact by the Bulldogs.
Alrighty. Get 20% off Acer and Lenovo computers in-store and online now. Harvey Norman, best range, best brands, best prices guaranteed. And, of course, for 2025, we welcome in Bob Jane. Team-ups, buy 3, get 1 free.
Any high contact in the lead-up.
I'll come back to that. Let's have a look at this Harvey Norman replay.
Brimson loses the ball over the try line. We have a decision.
Well, Benny Teo, that's very desperate defence for a team that's up 22-0.
Yeah, very desperate. Look, they gave away the penalty. They had to defend their line, but they were desperate to shut it down. That was a great carry there right underneath the post from AJ Brimson. He essentially was over the try line, one-on-one, and just needing to reach out and put the ball down. He was probably a little bit impatient with it there. He just wanted to slam it down before he could almost roll to a better position. And that's a great let-off there for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Max King was the defender that held him up. It made it difficult for him to get the ball down. So the Bulldogs restart with a 20-metre tap.
So down on the sideline, Michael Chammas.
As you can hear that cheer in the background, boys, that's a standing ovation the Bulldogs crowd are giving to Max King as he comes from the field. He's trying to rally him now, his fist pumping, his hand to his chest. He's excited, Max King. That's a big moment in this game.
Yeah, 83 metres in 23 minutes of footy for Max King on the Choice Hotel stats. Salmon and Tupanua is the fresh man out for the Doggies. Just his own side of halfway and the Doggies back in control. They lead 22-0. And Connor Tracy now crosses the halfway line, brought down by Verrills. Just inside Gold Coast territory on tackle 4. It goes to Salmon, and Salmon takes the right side of the field. Just almost a crusher. He'll get up and play it on the last. And it's with the Sex Bomb, Toby Sexton. Up goes a high kick from Sexton. And Kinney's there to take it beautifully. But the pressure, and now Benny Teo, the Doggies get the corresponding penalty.
Well, the Doggies just gave away a penalty before for doing this, and now AJ Brimson, who was just denied a try, you can just see the frustration in him as he charges out as Toby Sexton is well in the air when he makes contact with him.
Come on, Ben, he's milked that penalty. He's milked that. There's no malice in that. He's in the air, I get it, but there's no malice there.
Well,
anyway, come on, let's get on with it. I remember you wiping kickers out.
We've got to protect them.
2014 Grand Final, wiping kickers out.
Here's Crichton, 3 metres out from the Gold Coast Titans line. 26 gone in the game. From dummy half, Tracy then comes out to Harry Hayes. 4 metres out from the Titans line. Salmon and Tupanua. That might be knocked back, picked up by Sexton. Our referee's going to say knock on. So a little bit of confusion there, Kevy, I think.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion, but Tupanua, the man to target. He scored 2 tries last week against the Dragons, running a similar line, an outside line they call it, outside the defender, but the pass wasn't on the money and knocked it forward. But last week he had a huge game off the bench. 148 run metres and 2 tries. He had a big game.
Kevy, you must look at these shots we're getting now of Desi Hasler and think to yourself, you never ever want to coach in the NRL again.
No, not at all. This is what the game's about. 22-0 down, half-time 13 minutes away. Rally your troops, a big second half. The Titans can still win this, Maroon.
Well, okay. Well, you know better than me. Kevy says the Titans can still win. Let's go down to the sideline, Michael Chammas.
There is huge concern in back play here, boys. Matt Burton hasn't moved after that tackle. I'm pretty sure it's Matt Burton. I'm looking here on the screen.
Mate, yes.
He hasn't moved, and there's immediate concern from the Bulldogs. They've called for the bench. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Are they looking at a leg injury by the looks of it?
Yeah, I can't see anything on the Harvey Norman replay.
Oh, yeah.
All the time, actually, they're starting.
Oh, it looks.
What do you think, Ben?
Looks to like the inside of the left knee. As he's making a tackle, he's round the legs, he's sliding along the ground, but then all 3 defenders on top come down on top of him and sort of bend him one way. It looks like the inside of his left knee gets caught in a pretty bad position. His head almost touches his left knee, but I'm not going to speculate on which injury it could be, but the mechanism wasn't great.
Harvey Norman replay will show Matty Burton now clutching at the left knee. He's back on his feet. That's the good news. Here's the bad news, Doggies fans. He's coming off.
Well, it's a big blow for the Dogs. He's been in great touch, slicing through on a couple of occasions. His kicking game, his goal kicking. That's a huge loss for the Bulldogs.
Kevy, he doesn't look to be... I mean, I'm no expert on this, but he doesn't look to be too bad.
No, he's walking off or limping off, you say, but not a bad limp. I'd say Ben after about 5 beers, that's what I'd say.
After about 5 mids, that'd be Ben. By 5 mid strengths. Now Verrills and Jolliffe, and brought down by Kurt Mann, the fresh man out there. 13 minutes left on the first half. Triple M rocking the footy for Ream. 80 years strong. Ask your plumber to install a Ream. And of course, Macca's. The surprise fries are back at Macca's. We all love those. There's the kick from the Gold Coast. Downfield she goes. Taken on the full by Tracy. 10 metres out. Now to the 20. And to the 20. He comes to the 30. And at the 30, Fortuaka's got him. And so too Jermaine Jolliffe on tackle 1.
That's the trouble with the Titans. Their kicks aren't getting deep enough. They're not getting enough meterage out of their halves. So tackle 2 here already the Bulldogs 40 metres off their line, which will enable them to have an attacking kick. It's been the story of the first half.
Now, Michael Chammas might have an update here for Bob Jane T-Marts on Matty Burton.
Yeah, just an update actually on the Bulldogs in the way they've reshaped their team here. It looks like Stephen Crichton boys might be playing at 5'8". I thought Kurt Mann coming on the field may fill in at 6. Has played there before, but it looks like Stephen Crichton, the skipper, is going to play in the 6 jersey.
Thank you, Michael. And the ball comes back to Toby Sexton, 40 metres out. Kicks down the short side. Kinney goes up and takes it beautifully under immense pressure. Do you know they have had 60% of possession, this Doggies side, and have completed at 14 to 16, boys?
Yeah, the scoreboard reflects that too. 22-0. Just 11 minutes to go in this half. They've been very dominant. There's a relieving penalty for the Titans. Couple offside there for the Bulldogs. So this is welcome metres for the Titans. See what they can do with this set, Ben.
And they'll find touch
On the 40.
right on the halfway line. So Kevy says Gold Coast Titans can still win this one. Kelly.
It's not over, Maroon.
And then the ball is with for Tawaka. Well, they lost their first 6 last year, Kevy, but they didn't lose last week because they had the bye. Verrills, Campbell, Jolliffe is 15 metres inside Doggy's end. Tackle 2. Verrills again. Then it comes to Kinney. Kinney goes back inside to Haas. We've hardly seen him out there today. Verrills to the centre for Campbell and left again to Brimson, and Brimson straightens up, and Brimson is 25 metres out from the Bulldogs line on the 4th tackle. And then left side to Campbell and left again for Kelly. And he found his winger, Khan Pereira. Steps inside. Ready to go. Out of nothing. Out of nothing. They get a try. Kevin Walters, you might be right.
I'm not sure about the result, but the Titans can attack then, and they were very smart with the way they took the football. Because of the restructure in the Bulldogs' defence, Jacob Preston has gone to right centre, which Kelly one-on-one. He just beats him on the outside. Great little flick pass around the corner. And Jordan Pereira, Khan Pereira, he's the leading try scorer last year from the Titans, and he scores their first one in 2025.
Yeah, it was just smart play there. I'm not too sure where they attacked there because of the reshuffle, but it looked like Brian Kelly wanted really early ball there to take on Jacob Preston. He got to his outside there, and the right winger for the Bulldogs, Blake Wilson, he turned in as he got the pass away, and Khan Pereira, he's got to beat 2 players to score this try, but it was great there. And I think they look their most dangerous when AJ Brimson's taken on the line. Every time he's running the footy, they look like they're poking their nose through and getting momentum. So a relieving try there for the Titans.
Yeah, they needed that too, didn't they, Ben? To keep themselves in the game within margin. You know, it's a big kick here as well. You've got to go up in 6s here for Campbell.
Now, Pertek kick predictor, 50% for Campbell, moves in from way out on the sideline, and he has kicked it. So, Bulldogs 22 lead the Gold Coast 6. Khan Pereira 45 tries, 45 games. Michael Chammas, old mate, I hope you weren't about to say that.
I was about to say that, actually. I have the stats right in my hand, so I'll just pass it back to you now. Job done. No, we don't, but look, I think with the Titans, the other one just walking past in front of me is David Fafita. Now, I understand Des How's the first game of the year, Bo Fermor, he has options in that forward pack, but David Fafita walking up and down this sideline, interested to see how his introduction into the game changes the way the Titans play, but also how long it takes for Desi to get him on the field.
Choice Hotel stats back with us again. Check out more. Get the lowest price guaranteed when you book direct at choicehotels.com.
On the mark, Mo.
And that is Michael Chammas on the sideline. BobJane.com.au, 132625. 132625. Not often people want you to call them anymore, but the people of Bob Jane would like you to call them and discuss tyres. 18 their own side of the halfway line. It's Brimson, it's Kelly. It's Kelly, it's Khan Pereira. Khan Pereira's almost away, but they reel him in and he gets up and plays it back to Fermor. I didn't even know he was out there. And then it goes to Brimson, and then it comes back across to the centre for Chris Randall. And now they're starting to find second gear, the Gold Coast Titans. On the last play, back it comes. Big high kick from Jaden Campbell. Connor Tracy takes it beautifully and falls on his bum. And 11 metres out, they have the ball. We might have an update here on Matty Burton. Just excuse me, Kevy. Down to you, Michael.
Yeah, you always fear the worst with players when they clutch at a knee. The Bulldogs, they're not fearing this is ACL. It isn't good news, though. They do think it's a suspected medial ligament injury. That could take, well, boys, you would know, but from my understanding, 4 to 6 weeks with a medial. Not good news. It's not the worst news for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, well, it ain't good news either, though, Benny, Tio and Kev.
No, just like I said, caught in that bad position, and just you could see the pain hit his face straight away, so you can understand it would be a pretty high grade from the amount of body weight that came down on him. But if it's not ACL, then happy days.
Now this is Sexton from the halfway line. The kick is deep. It's taken on the full by Filthy Phil Sami, and here he comes, and taken by Bronson Cherry and brought down 20 metres out from his own line. Tino Fasuamaleaui is back on stage, back on the deck. Here is Jojo Fafita, brought down by Kurt Mann. Canterbury 22, Gold Coast 6 on the Beacon Trade scoreboard. 7 left in the first half. Kinney, Fasuamaleaui, and Tupanua's got him. So Michael reports Matty Burton knee injury, probably 4 to 6 weeks. So maybe they can do without him next week against Para. And again, Kevy, I don't mean to be disrespectful.
No, that's fine, mate. But yeah, not so good a news for the Bulldogs there and Matt Burton. Had some knee problems before as well, so let's hope he's back on the field before too long.
Tackle 5, Verrills, dummy half. Campbell now from just his own side of halfway. This is a high kick too from the kid. He takes it, taken by Connor Tracy, who immediately is pulled down by Kelly. And then Sexton finds Wilson. This is Blake Wilson, the winger. Joel brings him down. 15 his own side of the halfway line. Crichton's dummy half. Marcelo Montoya comes looking for the ball, and it's a good run from Marcelo too. Third play, a dummy half Crichton. Now Cherry, straight through the middle. He's got support from Tracy, still going. Oh, they've found it, another gear here, the Doggies. Play to Marnie. Centre of the field is Sexton. Inside the Westpac red zone goes Mann, and then it goes to Salmon, and then to Preston. 5 metres out. Last tackle. Look for the kick across the face of the uprights. Here is the Sex bomb now. He kicks it straight across the face of the uprights. Up goes Crichton. Bats it back. A kick out knocks it forward. Taken by Sami. Sami's away from 1. Sami's away from 2. And it will play it 15 metres out. That's a good kick return there, Benny, from Phil Sami.
Yeah, it's just good to see a lot more energy there for the most of the game. Anytime there's a ball that's been batted back or loose on the ground, it ends up in the Doggies' hands because they're all around it. But this time it was Philip Sami cleaning up a loose ball, which is great signs for Des.
Triple M_NRL. Dudley Frecklington says, Benny Tio, when are we going to see you back at Souths coaching?
One day.
One day.
One day.
One day will do us, mate. Verrills is there, tackle 4. And Brimson will kick from inside his own half. Ricochets off someone's head. Straight into the arms of Connor Tracy. Tracy straightens up. We've got just inside the final 5 minutes of the first half. Just repeating, Matty Burton has left the field. Knee injury. It looks like 4 to 6 weeks, Doggies fans. Montoya on tackle 2.
Big 4 minutes here for the Titans fans here. Maroon, they need to hang on. Can't concede any more points here against the Dogs.
Then we see it go from Tracy to Jacob Preston, who's 10 metres inside the Titans' end. Marnie, man, quick hand, Sexton, right through Toby Sexton. Last tackle, you heard referee Peter Goff. Now it's with Cherry. Oh, he kicked through, but he's kicked it out on the full. He kind of, Benny Tio, he knocked it on and tried to turn it into a kick.
Yeah, trying to disguise his error there. But the Doggies just look like they're running downhill at the moment, just with lots of energy. Any time that they make half a break, they just flood the gaps with a lot of support. And that's what's really wearing down the Titans as they, again, work it out of their own head.
Jojo Fafita, man has him. 3.5 left in the first half of the game. Kinney, Sami now, brought down by Harry Hayes. And now Tino Fasuamaleaui with Verrills. Furmore. We haven't seen Kevy. I haven't hardly remember calling Furmore's name in this game.
No, well, they haven't had a lot of possession, have they? Excuse me, the Titans. So it's had a lot of their attack. It's been all the Bulldogs for most of this half as they again go on the attack from a kick downfield. But the Titans have got the ball back here.
Yeah.
Here we go, Maroon.
Blake Wilson's dropped that on the kick return, and the ball is now with the Gold Coast. Can they get a try before the break and really change the course of this game? Khan Pereira down the sideline. He's gone in untouched. Well, surely we've got to go back and have a look at this. He's gone in untouched.
Well, that was just too easy again. If they want to get some joy, the Titans, I think they should just stay on their left-hand wing, 5 metres in from touch, because, again, Jacob Preston, defending out in the centres, they're all over the shop, and it all comes from, it was a one-on-one strip there, Brian Kelly on Blake Wilson, and then Tino just getting in a dummy half, going down the short side, they go through the hands, Jacob Preston just getting caught there, looking infield, and Khan Pereira goes down a little channel on the left-hand side to score. Maybe Serraldo might need to make a little change there, because the back rower there, Preston, he's getting exposed.
Yeah, he's not quick enough, is he, to match it with the Titan speed there? But we'll give Bo Fermor a rap there, Maroon. He was the last pass to try assist for him. We said we haven't seen much of him, but he showed great skills there to tip the ball on to Khan Pereira, and he finished it. God, he's quick, that lad.
Yeah, well, Kevy called it. They could come back to Gold Coast, and they've scored 2 late tries in the first half. 22-10. They are right back in this. If Jaden Campbell can convert, here we go, and it looks okay.
That's
on the
middle
kick predictor. So Bulldogs now lead 22 points to 12. It's anybody's game again, Michael Chammas for Bob James.
Yeah, it is, and would you believe that's 46 tries from 45 games for Khan Pereira. I will mention, though, Kevy pointed it out last try. That's the edge there Stephen Crichton would normally defend, but this Matt Burton injury has obviously forced Stephen Crichton to defend on the left side of the field, and Benny said maybe they're going to have to revisit this at half-time, because at the moment the Titans are picking them apart down their right edge.
Yes, indeed. Well, when I was at the Waterloo Waratahs, Michael, I scored 7 tries in 13 seasons, and 4 of those were in trials. I think one of them was in the Tommy Bishop knockout. So, Bulldogs 22, Gold Coast 12 on the Beacon Trade scoreboard. They love the tradies. AJ Brimson, and then it's Jolliffe, and then it's Kinney. Oh, here's the shift. Joe Fafita. Well, they're not done yet. 60 seconds left in the half. Here's Filthy Phil Sami, and pulled down about 15 short of the halfway line. They really have shown some character to get back into this game. AJ Brimson, Fermor now, back to Brimson. Brimson finds a little bit of room to move up the Dogs' defensive right side again. Now Jolliffe, and brought down by Tupanua in a great tackle. 35 seconds left in the first half. And this is Verrills. Now it's for Sulmala-Awi. Now it goes to Kinney. Kinney, he stops. He's taken and brought down on a heavy tackle by Crichton. Last play, back for the kick from Campbell. Up it goes on tackle 5. Under it is Connor Tracy. And again, he takes it beautifully and slams down on his back. With 10 seconds left in the first half of this game, Marcelo Montoya will bring it forward. But it's been all tries. If you like your tries, we've had 6 of them. And this will be the halftime siren sounding in the background as dusk just starts to fall in Belmore. It's been a wonderful afternoon of rugby league. Earlier on today, Tigers, big winners over Para. But right now, Bulldogs 22, Gold Coast 12. Triple M NRL is thanks to Riemann Maccas. Built tough for Aussie conditions when it comes to hot water. Ask your plumber to install a Ream. And surprise fries are back at Macca's. Order medium or large fries to play the My Macca's app. There's 1 in chance to win millions of prizes, plus a chance to go into the weekly draw to win 10K. Or one of a heap of surprise prizes. Your call team today is Ben Teo, Kevy Walters, Anthony Maroon and Michael Chammas. And the score is Bulldogs 22, Gold Coast 12, as Triple M rocks the footy.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
Thanks to the reliable Mitsubishi Triton, nothing can frighten a Triton.
The NRL is back for another year, and at the risk of offending you by suggesting that maybe you've put on a few pounds since the last season and you need a new jersey because it doesn't fit, we're giving away $250 to spend in the NRL store. Doesn't have to be for a jersey. Maybe they sell cake icing in your team's colours. No, that's mean. Sorry, we'll stop. We're also giving away a Triple M beanie. And now you think we're making fun of your hairline. Great. Look, $250 to spend in the NRL store and a Triple M beanie up for grabs this week in the Triple M Club. Sign up at triplem.com.au.
It's time to gear up and get away with Autobarn. Grab a unit and mini UHF CB mobile plus antenna, both for $399.99. That's half price. And get 25% off Maguire's Car Care. Autobarn.
Gear low prices.
Hello. Frank Walker from National Tiles. The famous National Tiles Spend and Save is on now. Spend $4,000 and we'll only charge you $2,750. Spend $2,000 we'll only charge you $1,450. Or spend $1,000 we'll only charge you $750. Yes, the more you spend, the more you save at the National Tiles famous Spend and Save. But you'll have to be quick. So rush into a National Tiles store near you or go online at nationaltiles.com.au now and save.
Right now, feel even more good health catch on with Bupa. Get up to 10 weeks free and 2 and 6 month waiting periods waived on extras when you join directly on eligible products. Plus, get up to 700 everyday rewards dollars. So you can feel good at your checkup and the checkout. T's and C's apply. New members only. But hurry, offer ends April 2nd. For award-winning health insurance, search Bupa 10 weeks free today.
Triple M. You don't have to stop listening to Triple M when you get out of the car. Listener goes everywhere with you. Just pick your device and don't miss a beat. From the car to your phone to your computer.
It's Triple M.
Keep listening to Triple M. Plus, discover hundreds of original podcasts and stream music stations to suit your mood anywhere. Open your ears to a whole world of audio. Download the free Listener app now to get started.
Listener.
With a Latitude personal loan, you can give your old kitchen a makeover, combine multiple debt repayments into one, or get from A to B in a new CAR. Search Latitude personal loans online and check your personalised rate in under 2 minutes with no impact to your credit score. Make things happen with a Latitude personal loan. Latitude, your partners in money. Applications are subject to lending and approval criteria. Terms, conditions, fees and charges apply.
It's time to gear up and get away with Autobarn. Loyalty members can hit the road and blast the tunes with 25% off all Sony car audio. Members also get 20% off Supercharge and Century DIN batteries. Autobarn.
Gear low prices.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M.
Triple M rocks footy.
Thanks to the reliable Mitsubishi Triton, nothing can frighten a Triton.
And welcome back. Lots and lots of people listening while they work tonight. Rod the Chemist at Triple M_NRL says, loves having Kevy Walters and Ben Teo on. So good on you, mate. Truckies and cabbies and Uber drivers and, of course, everybody working in the mines around the place. We love you guys and girls. And we know you're listening because you are... well, you can't get in front of the telly, and that's good enough for us too. My old mate Derek Boxall in beautiful Brisbane. Let's get a halftime update from the boys. Okay, Kevy Walters, you've been an NRL coach. You've been there. You've done that. Let's say you're the Titans coach. You're down 22-0, but you get 2 late tries, and you're only down by 10 at half time.
Well, the belief would still be there for them. That late try was a huge believer for the Titans, in my opinion. They know they can come back in their second half, but what they have to do is get more ball. They've got to get ball possession. They cleaned that up in the last 10 or 15 minutes. They played error-free, they played penalty-free, which got themselves back in the game, and then they got some field possession, which enabled them. They could score points, Maroon. They know, the Titans know within themselves they can score points and quickly, but the discipline is the thing that they need to hang on to. So they've got to fix up their edge defence, their middle defence, work harder together there, and turn the ball over on the Bulldogs' trial line. They can do that more than the Bulldogs do. They'll get themselves back in the game and they'll score enough points. We've seen that to win the game. So, yeah, they're still in this game and up to their eyeballs. Ben?
Ben, yeah.
Yeah, I think Serraldo will be talking to his team about not getting complacent and thinking that this game's just going to go their way. You know, what started off for them going well was their energy, was their kick chase, and they just put the Titans under so much pressure. The Titans were making lots of errors coming out of their end, and it was really off the back of just feeling smothered and pressured. And then, they've reshuffled there. They've got Preston out in the right centre, and they probably got exposed there. So that would be up to Serraldo whether he wants to continue with that or make a change, because what he can do, he can put Stephen Crichton back to right
nearly have
centre.
to, Ben.
Yeah, and he's on the bench. He's got Jamin Salmon and Bailey Hayward, who both come through the grades as halfbacks and 5'8". They can surely step up and do the job for the second half for Matt Burton.
Kurt Mann. And if I'm Des Hazard as well, Maroon, I'm looking around the dressing room at my players, and who's that big fella? David Fafita hasn't even come onto the field yet. What a surprise that would be. Wow. Hey?
He's eating all the lollies at half
fresh
time.
as, Dave. He's eating the oranges and the apples, waiting to come on. Wow.
All right, boys. Well, we'll wait and see. It's a good game. It's anybody's game again. The Dogs shot out to 22-0. Now it's 22-12. But the big news, Matty Burton has left the field with a knee injury that could be 4 to 6 weeks. Earlier today, Tigers 32, Parramatta 6. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, second half, Doggies and Gold Coast as Triple M rocks the footy.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
Thanks to the reliable Mitsubishi Triton, nothing can frighten a Triton.
Pocket even more savings at Bob Jane T-Marts. Bridgestone free, Yokohama free, Kumu free. How? You simply buy 3 and you get the 4th tyre free. Get up to $150 instant cash back on selected Pirelli and Bridgestone tyres, plus receive an e-gift card of up to $150 when you buy 4 selected BF Goodrich tyres. They won't be beaten with their best tyre price guarantee at Bob Jane T-Marts. bobjane.com.au, and look, you can even call them. I love this. 13 26 25.
The footy season is here.
And CC's have teamed up with another tasty name synonymous with footy, 4 and 20.
They've combined their recipes to bring you classic meat pie and sausage roll and sauce-flavoured corn chips.
So now it's time to jump on the bandwagon and give them a crack.
And now myself, Woodsy and Kat, well, we want to hear your best bandwagon stories.
Head to triplem.com.au to enter for your shot at $1,000.
CC's 4 and 20 corn chips are the ultimate footy snack. You can't say no. Just say CC's.
It's Penrite Month at Autobarn. Loyalty members get 30% off Penrite 5-litre HPR30 20W60 oil. Members also get 40% off Penrite HPR 5-litre full synthetic 5W40. Autobarn.
Low prices.
At Woolworths, we're partnering with the Salvation Army to help those communities most affected by recent events in southeast Queensland and northern New South Wales. You can help too by making a donation to the Salvation Army of any amount in our stores or online. 100% of funds raised through Woolworths until March 20 will go directly to the Salvation Army's Cyclone Alfred appeal. For more information, visit salvationarmy.org.au. Woolworths is authorised to fundraise on behalf of the Salvation Army Australia until 13 January 2026.
The Hare and Falls Machinery House Mega March sale starts Monday, March 10. This is your chance to save up to 30% on more than 4,000 products. Save on the latest woodworking, metalworking, workshop equipment, lathes, mills, drills, bandsaws and more. Get into your jam-packed local store or shop online at machineryhouse.com.au. Sale starts March 10. Hare and Falls Machinery House, your one-stop machinery shop. Corner of Windsor and Boundary Roads, Northmead.
Hey, I'm just saying, all new puppy parents should check out Puppy School at Petstock. The blue one.
Can I enrol my fur baby? Dr. Gordon Snufflington III?
Yep, all puppies are welcome, including your Dr. Gordon
Snufflington III.
Third, yeah. Petstock's Puppy School, it's amazing value at only $99. The trainers, they're top notch, it's friendly and it's safe, and you can shop for awesome puppy stuff too.
Will he have to wear a puppy school uniform? Because that would be so cute.
Enroll in Petstock's Puppy School today. I'm just saying.
At Bunnings, we've got the widest range. We've got warehouse prices to help you get things under control in your yard.
Rakes, blowers, and get the headphones on and get in the zone. You can tidy up for the lowest prices.
Cyclone Ratchet Lopper, only $79.98. Saxon Garden Cart, $99. Saxon Garden Bags pack of 3, just $6.97. Where you find a competitor's lower price on the same stocked item, we'll beat it by 10%. Conditions apply. See website for details. Lowest prices are just the beginning.
It's time to gear up and get away with Autobarn. Grab a unit and mini UHF CB mobile plus antenna, both for $399.99. That's half price. And get 25% off Maguire's Car Care. Autobarn.
Low prices.
Shut up. The footy's on Triple M.
Triple M rocks Footy. Halftime highlights.
Get expert service trusted by the trade at your local Mitre 10 Trade Centre.
5 metres out, right in front of the post of the Gold Coast Titans. Marnie, left side Sexton, left side Burton. Quick hand. Out it comes Marcelo Montoya. Kevy Walters, they can't have scored already, but they have.
They certainly have, and it's the Bulldogs that light up Belmore.
Marnie, then it goes to Salmon, and they open up, and Salmon scores a very, very simple try, Benny Teo.
Big Tino can't shut the gate. The fatigue's kicked in, and just too much speed and too much possession for the Titans to handle.
Kick out has been damaging every time he touches the ball and gets it back to Burton, who straights up and creates the gap and gets the pass away to Marnie, and read Marnie right under the post.
The fatigue has just hit the Titans so hard.
And Haas brings down Curran. I think he's over.
He scored.
I think he's over. Josh Curran's got that on the line. That's a try. Jola flicks one out the back. It ends up with Brimson. He's over the line.
Oh, he's lost it.
He's dropped it.
He slam dunked it.
Yeah.
Got no try here, but
there is huge concern in back play here, boys. Matt Burton, are they looking at a leg injury by the looks of it?
Matty Burton now clutching at the left knee. Bad news, Doggies fans. He's coming off.
Well, it's a big blow for the Dogs.
Left side to Campbell and left again for Kelly. And he found his winger, Khan Pereira. Steps inside.
There you go, Aaron!
Out of nothing. Out of nothing, they get a try. Kevy Walters, you might be right. Blake Wilson's dropped that on the kick return, and the ball is now with the Gold Coast. Can they get a try before the break and really change the course of this game? Khan Pereira down the sideline. He's gone in untouched. This will be the halftime siren sounding in the background. But right now, Bulldogs 22, Gold Coast 12. And get expert service trusted by the trade at your local Mitre 10 Trade Centre. Mitre 10 Trade. Well, Benny Teo, me and the boys just talking in the commentary box here in the halftime break, and I mean, we're just mad punters on the hill that love the game, but it certainly did change direction when Matty Burton come off. I guess the Dogs would be rattled, but they could reassess and compose themselves during the halftime break.
yeah, I think so. And, you know, for Cameron Serralda, he just made the change. Maybe it's something that he's tried at training before. He felt comfortable to put Preston out there to that right centre, but the reshuffle definitely threw them off. But they have an opportunity now to really regroup and get back out there in front of this crowd. And as I said earlier, just get back into the things that make them special and make them a successful team, which is hard work and especially the speed around the middle of the park.
And here come the Gold Coast Titans out onto the field for the second half of this game. And they trail 22-12. They did trail 22-0. Triple M underscore NRL. Keegan Brown, who now lives in Mackay, says, I'm just putting my 2-minute noodles on the boil. Listen, mate, I don't want to hear from you tonight. I don't care if it's 2-minute noodles or Fruit Loops or Cocoa Pops or Rissoles. Go away and leave me alone, okay? I warned you yesterday. You're barred. Don't contact Triple M till round 7. You palooka. Now the Dogs are coming back out for the second half. A big crowd, capacity crowd here at the old Belmore Sports Ground. Great memories of going there as a kid, and I suppose, Kevy, you would have played a couple of games at that Cauldron.
Oh, I love playing at Belmore. It's a great venue, particularly the smaller suburban stadiums. The crowd sit right on top of you, and they let you know how you're going as well. The Bulldogs fans, they're very vocal, and I'm sure they'll be riding their team home tonight. Yeah, it's a great suburban venue.
A great part of the world. Then you duck up onto Burwood Road. You got that nice pub up there, or the.
Oh, we didn't go there in the day. Never.
You would have just gone
straight past the pub on the way to the airport.
You're recovering.
Oh, right. I thought you were going to say straight past the pub on the way to the club, which is across the road from the pub. Here's Sexton. Yeah. And so we get underway again. Harry Hayes, who one of our listeners told us, boys, is the grandson of, and I quote, Merv the Perv Hicks, who must have played just before my time. I've been watching rugby league since, I think, 1972. Here's Tupanua, and Tupanua's going to be pulled down by Fermor, but we've got a great game on our hands here. And for anyone who's just turned on the radio as man goes through, Burton injured knee, will be missing from 4 to 6 weeks. We'll get an update very shortly on halftime too from our man Michael Chamis. Surrender! Connor Tracy has it on tackle 5. Marnie and to Sexton from 40 metres out. Up they go. Oh, Canterbury has dropped it straight into the arms of a Bulldogs player. And you wouldn't believe it, Jacob Preston, Kevy, has scored in the opening minute of the second half.
Well, I would believe it, and he's moved back to that right back row position, and he picks up a try. It was a simple error from the Titans, just that they put the ball high in the air, last tackle play, first set after the restart, and they come up with the try, the Bulldogs. It was a nice kick, plenty of height on it, and they're enabling the Bulldogs players to get through. Crichton's in the mix as well, but he just drops it straight into the arms of Preston, and over he goes.
They just marched down the field way too easy there. Just coming out of half-time, I feel the Titans have really missed the jump. Bulldogs coming out with lots of energy, punching holes through, getting up to halfway where Sexton can put in that attacking kick. And as Kevy said, got some really good hang time there and a great kick chase from Stephen Crichton. And look, just there again, cleaning up the scraps. You know, when the Bulldogs are in a game, because any loose ball or anything wobbly out there, they're diving on it or they're getting it.
Yeah, well, there was 4 Bulldogs jerseys in the screen, in the picture, wasn't there, Ben? And just 2 Titans. So they get a reward for their effort there on the kick chase.
And Jacob Preston, one of those players that you feel like he was there in the bad days, and good luck to him. Now he's in he survived a couple of coaches and a roster change, and he's still there, Jacob Preston. Canterbury 26, Gold Coast 12. And Stephen Crichton on the Pertec kick predictor is 79%. For reliable performance, turn to Pertec. Drama-free since 1980. Here comes Critter Crichton and hits it with the left foot. It's nice. It's straight, it's strong, it's over. And down to you on the sideline for an update, Michael Chamis.
Yeah, the Bulldogs made a change at half-time to try and negate that problem they had in the back end of that first half. Haywood came on the field. He moved into 5'8", allowing Stephen Crichton to go back to his usual position in the right centres. An immediate impact for the Bulldogs. I was going to give you a half-time update from both coaches. Generally, it's a waste of time, Maroon. Desi wanted them to build pressure. Well, unfortunately, they built pressure on themselves with that start.
Oh, tell you what, you're not wrong. Bulldogs 28, Gold Coast 12 on the Triple M Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard. You can't frighten a Triton. There's the kickoff.
A real luxury for the Bulldogs, Maroon, with Stephen Crichton, their backup kicker.
Yeah.
Wow. He's a sharpshooter.
Debbie Walters and Ben Teo for Seabus Super, our expert commentators tonight. Lucky to pull him off the lounge on a Sunday night and get him into the studio. And
Ben's been at the desk feverishly studying the Cowboys in preparation for Friday night here at Suncorp.
Yes, indeed. Well, he's just sniffing out a bit of drinking money for the end of the year trip, and Benny Teo is. Now, yeah, well, you did change camps, didn't you, Benny? We haven't had much of a chance to talk about that.
Yeah, I did.
And
moved across town.
Yeah, how's that all going for you, mate?
Yeah, it's going good, mate. As I see, is that a 40-20?
40-20, yeah, we'll come back to you. A 40-20, and we'll come back to you about the Broncos Dolphins, but it isn't a 40-20. I'm sure it's a 40-20. Let's have a look at this on the Harvey Norman replay. Sexton, he's inside. Oh, he's
foot on the line. Foot on the line. Foot on the red line. So that'll be a Titans ball.
Yeah, no 40-20 by about 2 millimetres on the Harvey Norman replay. Down to you, Michael.
Yeah, that happened right in front of me. Unfortunately, the Bulldogs players, they all celebrated like it was a 40-20. Even the Titans, their back three, they gave up on the ball. They thought it was a 40-20, but thankfully for the Titans, it wasn't the result they were after.
Now, we go back to you, Benny Teo. Talk us through the move from Dolphins to the Broncos. Is everybody now saying you're a grub behind, you're a back, you're a grub, you're a two-face, you're a white
I'd say so. In 2 weeks, I'll find out when we play the Dolphins, but, mate, just moving back across town to where I'd come from, so nothing's changed there. And Big Wayne, he wanted to go head down to Sydney and hang out down at King's Cross, and I didn't want to go join him there.
There's the kick from Campbell, and it's down to Marcelo Montoya. He's back to the 30, and I notice Wayne moved in round the corner from me. I saw his lovely wife Dale having a coffee at the Green Olive the other day. Here's Blake Wilson, and he'll be stopped by Big Tino for Surmula Awi. Canterbury 28, Gold Coast 12, 5 gone second half. This is Crichton, and met by Verrills, but got a lovely little ball away to the fullback Connor Tracy. just inside Titans territory. And this half is starting much like the first. Marnie and Kickow and Quick Hands Terry and Marcelo Montoya. He manages to stay in the field of play, but he's dropped the ball. And it's our man Filthy Phil Sami who picks it up. And I think he's been barreled over the touchline, has he? Has he? Yes, he has.
Yeah, he has.
Well, Gold Coast pick up a loose ball and then get barreled over the sideline. I think we're going to have a Harvey Norman replay, a Harvey Norman captain's challenge.
Challenging the decision of being tackled into touch, saying that he's not out.
Okay, Titans are challenging whether or not Sami was out. This Harvey Norman replay will tell us, boys.
Yeah, got a bit scrappy here. There's a nice tackle there from Tino. Big Tino on the winger,
wasn't he? It was beautiful tackle.
On Montoya. Montoya throws the footy infield before he's out of touch. So they're having a look at that.
Marcelo Montoya stays in the field of play before he offloads the ball.
Yeah, and he does.
He does. Just needs perspective on which way the ball travels now.
You have to say it's gone backwards.
Yes.
Definitely.
The ball is travelling backwards at this point.
Well, I don't know why we're still looking at this angle on the Harvey Norman replay. He's not out. He's thrown it backwards.
Yeah. Philip Sami's picked it up. And then he's tackled by two Bulldogs players who have grabbed him and dragged him out of play. Pretty simple.
Well, do we have a camera at that angle?
Now goes out. There's still momentum within the tackle.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, he's out. He's nearly in the first row of the grandstand.
Yeah, he can go and get one of those ice creams from one of those vans if he wants.
The hand goes into touch. The captain's challenge is unsuccessful.
Well, that was a waste of a challenge, but anyway, maybe they want to slow down the game.
Well,
challenge unsuccessful.
Tino wrongly there.
And Tino's gone, just copped, the Hill have just invented the cry, Tino's a wanker, Tino's a wanker, which is one way of saying welcome to Belmore. Here's Harry Hayes. He's 15 metres out. Marnie is a dummy half. Then it goes to Man to Tupanua. Tupanua goes inside the 10. Always hard to stop. Inside the Westpac red zone go the Doggies again. And played to Marnie. To the centre of the park. It's Man. It's Sexton. Drops one back in for Kickow. And Big Billy's only 3 metres out before they bring him down. He'll get up and play it back on tackle 3. A dummy half. Man goes in almost untouched. Well, the momentum has swung straight back again now, Kevy, to the Bulldogs as Kurt Mann goes in under the posts.
Yeah, it has. It certainly has. They come out with plenty of intensity. The Bulldogs in this second half, scoring 2 tries in just 7 minutes. And it was so easy for Mann. He runs nice lines close to the try line. And Reed Barney is a clever little number 9. He just picked the ball up. And he found himself in space in between Big Tino. I just can't see who else that was, but it was an easy try, but well done from Kurt Mann. He runs great lines. Bo Former was the other Titans defender. He just went between them and just dived over the line right between the posts to score the try. Nice work, Kurt Mann.
It was a great flat ball there from 9 from Reed Marnie. He jumped out just a tad and he had about 4 Titans defenders all with their eyes on him, and he hit a nice flat ball there with Kurt Mann, who ran a great courage line there to score under the post. But in this second half, all these things have come from effort and energy from the Bulldogs. One came off a kick chase, and the second one come off a loose ball, and the Bulldogs players being there to bumble them in the touch there, Philip Sami, and they're getting field position, and they're coming up with the right plays.
Pertec kick predictor 100%, and here is Critter Crichton from right in front. And he'll kick this one straight out onto the main road. There it is.
Yeah.
And the Bulldogs 34 lead the Gold Coast 12. You know where you get great deals on tyres? Bob Jane T-Mart, 13.26.25. Michael Chamis is going there tomorrow. Over to you.
Yeah, I might have to after leaving my car outside. They don't like me out Belmore way. Listen, I just want to say about Reed Marnie. Hats off to him. What a ball that was from Reed Marnie. Since he's left Parramatta, boys, they've really struggled to fill the hole there, and he's found a home here at Belmore. There was some noise in the off-season about whether or not they were shopping him around. I don't understand why, if that was the case. I know they've denied it, but he's been superb today, leading the defensive line and in attack. having to play probably 80 minutes with Bailey Hayward coming on to play in the halves.
At Triple M underscore NRL, all the absolute lunatics are up tonight, or is it always like this on Sunday night? Kiwi Steve from Penrith says, what's your favourite type of noodle? Oh, Steve, I have never really given that any thought, mate. I like I suppose I like the rice noodle, but I try and, Benny Teo, I like to lay off the carbs whenever I can. You know?
Stay away from those carbs.
Yeah, I stay away from the carbs whenever I can. There's a kick from
Another
Marnie.
40-20.
A 40-20 attempt, but Keanu Kinney, he walked a tightrope and he brings it back in field. He looked like he was going across Niagara Falls and gets up and plays it back to Khan Pereira. Doggies 34, Gold Coast 12, and now Khan Pereira, no, he hasn't knocked it on, played to Brimson. Now it's Jojo Fafita. Let's go down to you. We might have news on the other Fafita, Michael.
On the field, taking a hit up. He's 50-something minutes into the game, 50 minutes into the game. It's almost gone by the time he's in the contest.
Yeah, David Fafita is out there now. Kevy, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, well, it's the right time to bring him in. There's 31 minutes left on the clock, so plenty of time for Fafita to inject himself into this game, but they just got to get some field possession.
And now Marcelo Montoya, who bounces out of one, and then he's going to be pulled down there by Brian Kelly and lassoes him in and brings him down. Sexton's at dummy half, gets the pass away to Wilson, and we'll get up and play it back to the freshman out there as Hayward, Kevy.
It's a hard one there, you know, 30 minutes to go in a game, you put on a back row. I'm not sure that he's going to be able to change it from here. I mean, 10 minutes before half-time, he might have had more of a chance to play 10 minutes, go have a rest at half-time, and he can easily knock out 40 minutes in the second half. So a lot of pressure here for Dave to try and do something in, as I said, a small amount of time at back row.
Now, Toby Sexton from 40 metres out swirls downfield. Not a great kick. Khan Pereira takes it on the full in the in-goal area. It's a 20-metre restart for the Gold Coast Titans. But I feel like they've blown it here, Benny, because they were down 22-0. They got back to 22-12, and then they've let them out to 34-12 again.
Yeah.
You know, so...
No, next try vital here, Maroon. 7 tackle set here. They can get through this set and build some pressure with their kick. Maybe get a repeat set. See how that possession still a long way apart. They've only had 43% of possession, the Titans.
And ball comes back in field to Brimson. That pass looked forward. It went to Haas, I should say. Not Haas. Played back to Verrills. Left side it goes to Brimson. Left again to Fermor. Fermor is brought down. Tackle 5, he's 29 metres out. Kelly gets into dummy half. Back then it comes for Campbell. Not his best kick. It goes straight out right side. Taken by Filthy Phil Sami. And this will be changeover. Oh, hang on a second. They got a penalty. Penalty goes to the Gold Coast Titans.
Right, here we go, Maroon.
Yeah, that's okay. It's got to be reviewed first.
David Fafita.
On report.
Now, Harvey Norman replay. I need to see who's on report here. There's the kick.
Enough.
Reed Barney.
There wasn't a lot in that, Kev.
Not in it, but again, you can't attack the leg of the kicker. So it's still up in the air.
Westpac red zone. Campbell. Brimson. Back inside for Fermor. 10 metres out. Gets a pass away to Campbell. Campbell for the line. Can't get away from Sexton. 2 metres out. And they do need a try. Verrills goes straight across to Randall. Kinney goes then to his winger, who gets the pass away to Sami. Sami steps inside one. Tries to get it back to Jojo Fafita. Now, Sami's only about 5 centimetres out from the Bulldogs line. And we'll play it back to Jojo Fafita. Then Kinney with it at first receiver. Nice sneaky little pass away to Haas, who's 5 metres out on tackle 4. Verrills and Tino for Silverarmy under the post, Kevy.
There you go. Titans hit back again. That was vital. They scored next. Maroon, it was their captain, their leader, Tino Fasul-Malawi, charged onto the ball 5 metres off the try line. Reed Marnie complaining to the referee about something.
Yeah.
Not sure what he's complaining about. Probably the try, because it was an easy try through the teeth of the Bulldogs' defence. Close to the line, he hit the tackle, spun to the tackle, and got himself across the try line. That's a great hit back from the Titans. A desperate hit back from the Titans.
Yeah, and a nice play there just from Sam Verrills, just identifying it was a quick play the ball there off Khalees Haas. He jumps out and he just puts in a nice little pass there for Big Tino, and he hits the line, and then he's got a nice bit of body awareness to spin out. He's just too big for them at the moment, and he's definitely coming on in this game and getting better with every stint he has. It'd be tough being out of the game for so long, being thrown into this game.
Nice game if you like tries. Canterbury 34, Gold Coast 18 in front of 17,892 people. 17,892. Great crowd. Sunday night in Sydney, and we love our rugby league. People will try and tell you Sydney's turning into an AFL town. That's BS. Or we all like our rugby. The kick and clap's about fourth on the list, so it goes NRL, 5 car lengths back AFL, and then about 15 car lengths back the kick and clap. It's a rugby league town, Sydney, and so is Brisbane, and Bentio all stops in between. Am I right?
Yep, I think you're right.
There's the kick-off. Canterbury 34, Gold Coast 18. Down to you, Michael.
I don't know why, what Tino Fasuamala'a has done to the Canterbury crowd. They keep calling him a banker and booing him when he scored that try. Is there something I'm not aware of? Is there history here? Maybe it's when he turned down those offers of a pub to come to the Bulldogs. I'm not sure why they're offering down here at Belmore.
Well,
another boo.
Mate, they don't like you either, and you're the most likeable bloke on earth.
Well, that's Gus's fault. Gus has turned him against me.
Here's Tino Fasuamala'a. He got a little pass away, and it comes out now for Chrissy Randall, 5 his own side of the halfway line. Canterbury 34, Gold Coast 18 on the Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard by turbocharged power, 10 years cap price servicing and 10 years warranty. Nothing can frighten a Triton. David Fafita is taken by Bronson Cherry and then dragged back by Tupanua in a Macca's I'm loving it moment. It's tackle 5. It's Verrills at dummy half. It's back then for the kick from the little halfback Campbell. It's high. It's down for Tracy, who takes it on the full and goes out to the left side of the field before he's being pulled down.
Well, Tracy's been faultless today, Maroon, in the back, catching those balls, and then not only catching them, they're bringing them back 10 or 15 metres, which is critical to the finish of the set for the Bulldogs. And he's had a great game.
Kevy, what are your thoughts on the Doggies? Are they top 4? Are they top 8? Where are you with the Doggies this year?
Yeah, they can get themselves into the top 4. They're a very strong defensive team. Still finding their way with their attack, but they've scored 34 points tonight, which is enough to win any game of football. The key to the Bulldogs is their defence and their hard work. They work hard for each other. They're not a big side, but they get the job done, and they're doing it here tonight against the Titans.
They're on the road again next week too. No, the Titans are at home against the Knights next week.
Yeah.
And Dogs have Para at Combank, so...
well, that'll be a tough one for them, Maroon.
Yeah. Well, Para so far, Betty Teo. What's going on there?
Oh, Jason Rolls, he's at the start of his journey there. He's inherited a roster. And
big clean out, Ben, wasn't it?
Big clean out and trying to put his stamp on the side. And, Kevy's done that before and build a club up. So it takes a little bit of time, doesn't it, Kev?
It does take time and patience from your supporters and your board and everybody else.
Yes, but boys, you know what? In our world of rugby league, give it 2 more weeks and the rugby league world will be saying, Riles, he's got 6 weeks.
I hope not, and I'm sure they won't.
Now it's played back to Verrills, and then it goes to Regan Campbell-Gillard. And the Freddie Mercury lookalike plays it to Verrills again. Then it goes to Fasuamala'a, who's brought down. No, he's not. Harry Hayes misses him. Lovely little pass. But you know what? Keanu Kinney put it down. Picked up by King. Sexton to Crichton. Immediately, Dogs go on the attack.
Yeah, hang on.
But Crichton's thrown it straight out the back and straight over the sideline, Kev.
Yeah, well, look, they're going back to the original knock-on from the Titans. So he was playing the advantage there.
That was smart play.
Pretty clever.
Yeah, it was clever play from him. After the error from Tino, he understood he had a bit of time and an advantage in play. So he come up with a pretty high-risk flick pass, which went over the sideline, but knew he had enough time that they'd come back. That's smart.
And a little bit risky as well, though, Ben. I've seen them
backfire,
sure.
So, Bulldogs with the ball, 34 points to 18 they lead on the Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard. This is Cherry at @NRL. The boys and girls at DP World are listening while they work away tonight. Stop bludging you lot and get back to work. They're listening on the Listener app. Ball is with Marnie. The ball is with King. The tackle count restarts for the Doggies. And dummy half Marnie to the left side. It's Man almost cut him open. He's brought down by Fasul Malaawi on tackle 2. Marnie again to the short side. Haywood. Then Cherry. Bronson Cherry is brought down by Big Tino. 34 points to 18. Marnie again. This time for Toby Sexton. Throws a dummy. Oh, he needed support there. Inside the Westpac red zone once again. And then played to Man and given to Haywood. And then it went to Tracy. And then it went to Crichton. And Crichton put it down. It's picked up by Fermor. And he immediately goes on the charge. But I don't know. Do you get the feeling of Benny Teo, maybe the Doggies are not wanting to do the hard work anymore?
Well, I think they're just trying to pile on the points now. 22 minutes to go. Stephen Crichton, he had one-on-one ball there, 10 metres out, and he just come up with the error. I think they're getting a little bit impatient and just really wanting to put some scoreline on the Titans.
Now this is Regan Campbell-Gillard. This is his first NRL game with his new club. Verrills, the Sulmalawi slipped as he ran into Marnie on tackle 4. 17,892 people here today, and perhaps they will witness a Bulldogs win one way or the other. The big concern will be the knee of Matt Burt as we see him on the sideline in a brace. There's a kick coming down. Blake Wilson's a good, reliable little player. 20 metres out from his own line, he takes the ball and played to Sexton and then to Connor Tracy.
Release that boat. Back here, David. That's it. Go.
Second tackle, Marcelo Montoya. Turn and then brought down and then goes again, and then eventually that will be Haas that stops him. Haywood's a dummy half. Sexton got the ball away to King and taken by Fermor. So we're in the middle of the field on tackle 4 as Triple M rocks the footy for Ream Hotwater, over 80 years strong in Australia and been with Triple M since day one with the footy. Sexton is 40 metres out. The kick is high and swirling down, and Keanu Kinney took it beautifully before he's met by Harry Hayes and company. 15 metres out. Dogs looking for their second win of the season, and then off to Combank Stadium next week.
Keanu Kinney has been well handled by the Bulldogs defence tonight. Maroon, he's such a live wire player, slips through tackles and with his carries back, and he gets in around that middle part of the field, but he's been well contained tonight. They need to keep it that way because he's a slippery character.
And Mo Fortuwaka, then Verrills, then AJ Brimson, then Kelly at the halfway line, and that is the 5th tackle as dummy half Verrills sends it back then for AJ Brimson. The kick's going to go straight down the throat of Marcelo Montoya, and Montoya is pulled down in a good tackle there. Lucky he was by Jojo Fafita, or he was Gonski's. Then Bronson Cherry, ball's been intercepted by Fermor. Big Bo Fermor. He's only 21 metres out. On tackle 1, here they come, the Gold Coast Titans. Brimson inside the Westpac red zone. David Fafita is pulled down in a good tackle by Bailey Haywood. Gets up and plays it back. Who's there? It's Campbell. He dodged and he weaves and he tries to avoid an obstruction, so he takes the tackle from Harry Hayes. 9 out from the Doggies line on tackle 3. At dummy half, first receiver is Regan Campbell-Gillard. Well, I tell you what, it'll get interesting again if they can score here. Verrills, Fermor. Oh, good defence on the line. A Maccas I'm loving at the moment. 1 metre out, last play, says referee Peter Goff. Kick through by Verrills. Very ordinary finish to a set, Bentio.
Yeah, very ordinary there. Just trying to, Sam Verrills just getting out at dummy half. He was only half a metre away from the line trying to thread it through. But they were very compact with their defence, the Bulldogs, and they picked up all the scraps. So they're just putting themselves under pressure here, the Dogs, with their attack. But one thing they are doing, they're defending their errors, and they're working really hard for each other.
Triple M _NRL. I assume this is a joke, Michael Chammas. because I don't know where you park, but it says, tell Chamis his car is sitting on Besser blocks on Burwood Road. Did you park on Burwood Road? Or?
Wouldn't be the first time, boys. Wouldn't be the first time.
And from inside the 40, the Sex Bomb kicks it straight into the arms of Khan Pereira. Keanu Kinney, their back three got plenty of speed. Filthy Phil Sami. Sami's away. Hayward chases. Back to Kinney. Kinney over the halfway.
There he goes.
He's away. Keanu Kinney over the 20. He's got support. Jojo Fafita scores. Jojo Fafita scores. Well, Benny, I had my doubts about the last pass, but the referee was right there on the spot.
Well, that was magical. That was the best try that we've seen tonight. And just coming all the way from their own end, just the counter-attack there, it was beautiful. Khan Pereira linking up with his fullback, linking up with the other OBs. Philip Sami done a great job getting away, and it was just a backup play from Kinney. Got lots of energy, lots of tired forwards from the Bulldogs. He come up with a great one-on-one step on Connor Tracy, got a one-hand offload inside to Fafita. But the best part about that was just seeing wingers and centres all linking up in the backfield, pushing through, supporting each other, and the Doggies just went to sleep on that one. But the highlight was the big right foot step that Keanu Kinney put on Connor Tracy there. Beautiful, beautiful play.
The inside forward pass there to Jojo Fafita. That was marginal. Let's just say it's marginal, but the try's been given. We've seen lots of those, and we will see plenty of forward passes in the season 2025. It was great work from the Titans to move the ball from a kick downfield. Great work, Titans. They're back in this again, Maroon.
Yeah, Pertec kick predictor. Pertec kick predictor had the young kid Campbell at 86%, and he kicked it. So 34-24. Michael on the sideline for Bob Jane.
Yeah, Kevin put the jinx on the Bulldogs. They said that he said that they were well contained in terms of their ability to shut down Keanu Kinney, and then just an ability to get through that defence, the step on Connor Tracy, and set up a great try for Jojo Fafita. They're still in this, the Titans. There's now 16 minutes on the clock remaining.
It's an amazing performance from the Titans, man.
It is.
To stay in the game, considering they've had no possession. And the Bulldogs, they need to be careful here.
Yeah, well, 10 points, 16 and a half minutes. Anyway, I've just got a text message from Sid Farkas, Bob Jane in the Shire here. He says, Michael, if your car is on Besser blocks, for me to give you the number and they will sort you out at Bob Jane. There's the kick. I'm sure it's not though, mate. I'm sure it's not on Besser blocks. I'm sure that's a joke.
It will be sitting on the ground.
It's just sitting on the ground. Never mind about the bloody Besser blocks.
No.
Here's Verrills and Fafita. Canterbury 34, Gold Coast 24. This is Kinney once again. He got away. Oh, that looked high from Kickow. And brought down by Jacob Preston on tackle 2. Verrills at dummy half again. Regan Campbell-Gillard straight up the middle and brought down by Hayes, 15 short of the halfway line on tackle 3. Then Verrills has a little run. Turns to pass. Who's got him? Jamin Salmon. 5 short of the halfway line on tackle 4. AJ Brimson to the centre. This time it comes out now to the right side for Haas to take the tackle. Just inside Bulldogs territory on tackle 5. It's the last. They need a good kick. There's Campbell's kick. 5th tackle, up she goes. And Marcelo Montoya juggled it. He juggled it, and then eventually he got it. 11 metres out from his own line, boys.
Yeah, great set there from the Titans. After a points are scored, they've managed to pin the Bulldogs inside their 20, and they give away a penalty.
Relieving the pressure there. As Kevin said, we score a try. The best thing you can do is get through your set, get a nice kick down, and they did. And they got very physical with Montoya. It was a great shot from Fotuaika. But then just give a penalty away on play 2 for holding down. I think it's Regan Campbell-Gillard. Wasn't very invested in the tackle and then just jumped in late.
Late flop there.
And now the Doggies are at halfway.
So now the Bulldogs. The ball will be tapped and given back infield to Billy Kickow. He could turn this game around again. Right on the halfway line, Kickow has it. Marnie to Joshy Curran, who goes over the halfway line before Big Mo Fortuaka brings him down. Well, if they just hadn't let the Doggies off to such a good start. Salmon and then King, who was part of that great start. And King is Marnie now. It goes across to Sexton and he is brought down by Fortuaka. about 30 metres out. They go short side for Salmon, who then comes open and gets a little ball away to Tracy. Tracy shows it and then gives it to Preston straight up the middle before Fermor brings him down. Westpac red zone. We're in there again on tackle 4. Marnie to the left side, Sexton. Left again for Curran. Curran turns to Sexton on the run round. He straightens up and he's brought down. Tackle 5. Marnie, left side, Haywood. Haywood reaches out. Do they stop him? Do they stop him on the line?
Held up.
He's held up.
Down the key.
Over the line, last tackle. Hand over, 10 metres out, time's off.
There was 3 Titans players in there. Kenny, Fafita and Campbell. Desperate tackle to keep them in the game there. Desperate tackle from the Titans. Well done.
Now, we've got this is this young fella on debut, is it about to come on? Brock Gray, who... Yeah, this guy's got with the Ruben Cotter haircut. On debut, on his NRL debut.
He's a journeyman.
Yeah.
28 years of age.
Did he play a bit of Queensland Cup, boys?
He's played the Queensland Cup. Yeah, he came up for an opportunity of train and trial at the Gold Coast, and he's forced his way into their top 30.
Now, the ball will come across for Campbell, who'll get up and play at 15, his own side of the halfway line. David Fafita. Here he is now, on debut at age 28. On the halfway line, he'll get up and play it on tackle 5, Verrills. Then it's AJ Brimson. AJ Brimson's kick's going to be a hard one to take. Taken beautifully by Wilson. Wilson out of 1 and 2 and gets caught in the old Malachi crunch. About 18 metres out from his own line. Then played to Montoya to go up that short side of the field. Well, a trying to goal you'd have to think would wrap it up here. He's got a good turnout of supporters there, Brocky Gray.
Yeah. He's going great at the moment. He's had 2 solid hit-ups where he's made 10, 15 metres and then just came out with a crunching tackle. So he looks full of energy and the Titans are starting to feed off it.
Yeah. Originally from Sydney. I think out your way, I think, Maroon.
Yeah. I know a lot of South people that were going to watch him play tonight. There's a kick to the in-goal area, grounded by Khan Pereira. It was just a perfectly weighted kick, Kevy. It just was like on a remote control, and it pulled up in the in-goal.
Yeah, beautiful tactics there from the Bulldogs. I'll get a repeat set here. It was Reid Marnie out of dummy half, spotting some space in behind the Titans line, and they chased back. Again, that man Crichton, he was there in the picture, and they forced the ball down in the in-goal. So this will be a goal line dropout. They've got to go short, Ben.
Absolutely. Here they go. They're going short to Khan Pereira. No, they've gone long.
Well,
that's a mighty kick. That's gone 52 metres, taken by Sexton, given to Preston. What a shot. Hit on Preston. And then he copped the wedgie as well from Kelly. Plays it back to Sexton. It goes across to King. King is 31 metres out. The kid on debut, Gray, gets involved in the tackle. 30 metres out and right in front of the posts on tackle 2. He will play it to Marnie. He will give it to Salmon. Salmon gets it to Sexton. Kick out, comes back in field. Gets the pass away to Marnie. They're going to wrap this up shortly, I think. Here's Salmon now inside the Westpac red zone again. And brought down by Regan Campbell-Gillard. 10 metres out and right in front of the posts. Marnie looking left and right. Goes left, goes right though. Connor Tracy. Lovely tackle to bring him down. Bo Fermor on tackle 4. Crichton is dummy half. Got the ball away then on to Marnie. And a good tackle from Gray. It's the last play. It's the last play, Dogs. Curran. And then Sexton's kick. Played at by Campbell. He's going to have to... He threw it. He threw the riskiest pass. And then we'll go to you, Ben Teo, but those passes are a coach killer in the in-goal.
Yeah, just dangerous there. Obviously, the real desperation there from Jaden Campbell is he cleans up a grubber and he's got Bailey Haywood around his ankles and he throws the ball to Keanu Kinney. He almost fumbles it in the end goal. But I've got to give a big rap to the Brock Gray. What an outstanding stint in his debut. He's just full of energy.
Short dropout's gone into touch.
Gold Coast ball.
This will be a Gold Coast ball. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Kevin.
Gee, they're an unorthodox team, the Titans, I tell you, but they're great to watch. This young spine that they've got, they won't die wandering, I can tell you. They've gone short this time. They went long last time. They've gone short this time. Confused the Bulldogs totally, and they haven't touched it, the Bulldogs. They haven't got a hand on it, so they get the ball back.
Well, is there some conjecture about who touched it before it went into touch? Okay, it's a Titans feed.
Titans feed, yeah, they're always going to get the ball back. Now, this is a big set here, boys. Watch the Titans to unload here.
Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard, Canterbury 34, Gold Coast 24. David Fafita. Verrills at dummy half. Fortuwaka into the defence of Sexton. Brought down his own side of the halfway line on tackle 2. Verrills is there, goes short to Regan Campbell-Gillard. I bet he's missing Parramatta at the moment. Not. And he's about 5 his own side of the halfway line. Verrills and then Gray. Gray is
carry
caught.
from Gray.
And he's just inside Bulldogs territory on tackle 4. A dummy half Verrills and then Regan Campbell-Gillard. Fermor is taken by Crichton and he hits him once and twice and he gets up and plays it on the last. Back to the centre from Brimson, put under pressure. It's like a high midfield bomb, and so it's allowed to bounce, and bounces up beautifully for Jamin Salmon.
Just rush kicking there from AJ Brimson. You can really tell that he's got the left foot kick, and really all he's got is a bomb. And once he gets a little bit of pressure on him, it's not accurate at all. He doesn't know where it's going. I'd definitely go back to Jaden Campbell handling all the kicking.
Well, I was expecting the Titans to light the fuse there as the Bulldogs make some leeway down the left side.
Now it's 8 to go and 10 points the difference. Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard. Haywood, now Montoya. What a hit from Gray, but he bounced out of it. He ricocheted out of it, Marcelo Montoya. 15 metres inside Titans end. Short side, Marnie, Haywood kick out through it to the sideline, and straight over the sideline it goes. So probably not necessary.
Not necessary at all, no, from Kickow. He knows that himself. He's disappointed with his actions. Marnie took the ball up the short side trying to catch the Titans out, but they defended really well. Kickow slams the ground in disgust. He knows that's going to put his team under pressure. Now we need to see a better set of 6 here from the Titans. They need to use the ball.
7 minutes to go. Verrills is there now. It's Gray. Greystone, I beg your pardon, it's Brimson. He's 20 metres his own side of the halfway line on tackle 2. Verrills to dummy half once again, and to the right side is Fortuwaka. Big Mo runs at Salmon, and he runs to it. Kickow, who brings him down. 10 metres his own side of the halfway line on tackle 3. Out of dummy half, Verrills, Fortuwaka, Campbell. He got a pass away. It's picked up by Jojo Fafita.
This will be a penalty.
Okay, tackled without the ball was Jojo Fafita. And let's go down to you on the sideline, Bob, for Bob Jane, Michael Chamis.
There might be more reason for concern here for the Bulldogs. Viliami Kickow, he's been on the ground since that tackle he made a few plays ago. Looks like it might be a concussion. He's rolling around a little bit of pain. I hope it's not a knee. That knee's... Oh, maybe it is a knee. This is not good here for the Bulldogs. They're checking out his left knee at the moment. On the back of Matt Burton, suffering a suspected medial injury. Could be out for 4 to 6 weeks. They've now got the club medical looking at a potential knee injury to kick out.
Well, you've heard that news from Michael, if you hadn't heard it earlier. Burton is looking at 4 to 6 weeks with a knee injury from an incident earlier on tonight. Now Kickow is down with an injured knee. Looking at it on the Harvey Norman Captain's Challenge. Harvey Norman replay.
Similar injury, is it? It's almost a similar injury, the same thing. It's his right knee gets caught and the pressure goes to the inside of his knee as the body weight of the defender, the attacker lands on it.
Big
Same
Mo.
mechanism.
Well,
he's not in good shape.
No.
Oh dear. Now this is Kickow being assisted from the field by the Bulldogs trainers. So, and it's, as the boys said, it just looks like the same thing as Burton. He's up and walking. He's favouring the knee. Could this be Kickow and Burton? Could this be an early turning point in the season of the Bulldogs? Because two of the biggest names in the side, and well, we know we're going to see Burton out for at least a month. What's going to happen with Billy Kickow? Well, Michael Chamis will be all over that. Canterbury 34, Gold Coast 24. Harvey Norman replay shows it. Get up to 20% off Acer and Lenovo computers in-store and online now. Harvey Norman have the best brands, the best range and the best prices guaranteed. Kickow is off the field. It's tapped by Jojo Fafita. They are running out of time here, this Gold Coast Titans side. 6 minutes and 25 seconds. Verrills goes short side, picks up a runner in Mo Fortuaka. 25 metres out, good defence from the Dogs to bring him down. And he'll get up and play it back now. At first receiver, though, is Campbell. Then it goes to Brimson. Straight up the middle goes Fermor. Inside the Westpac red zone, and hard to put down, but Curran gets him. 15 metres out, Verrills again at dummy half on tackle 3. Brimson, the right side is Campbell. A little pass for Fafita. Turns back to Kelly. Always reliable, Brian Kelly. Never gives in. Tupanua's got him. And has he dropped the ball? No, he hasn't. He's hung on to it. And he's nigh. Yes, he has dropped the ball. Well, I put the mock on him. I put the hex on him. And it's knocked on by Brian Kelly. And the Canterbury crowd, Benny Teo, just love it.
Yeah, they were just looking for a moment there to get in the crowd, and Brian Kelly just carrying the footy down the right-hand side. They had four or five Bulldogs players coming from the inside, so we see some vision of Des Hasler absolutely blowing up. But it just looks like the weight of them on his body knocked the ball loose as he was trying to get down and play it. And the Bulldogs fans are going absolutely crazy, and so is Des.
Okay, now the penalty goes to the Bulldogs from the scrum.
Because Dave had him packed his head. Dave Fafita didn't have his head packed into the scrum.
Well, that's some sloppy play, isn't it, from the Titans, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's really poor in the situation they're in. 5 to go, they trailed by 10. They're on the opposition 10, and a scrum penalty, which has just let the gas off. It's just let them out of trouble here, the Dogs. And Curran's got it. 10 his own side of halfway. I know that Kevy and especially Benny Teo, who likes to do the calculations, get the abacus out and do the calculations, and he's working right now on the CPAT Triple MVP. Get expert advice and unbeatable prices at CPAP Direct, cpap.com.au. Haywood's at dummy half. Connor Tracy's inside the 40. And they're going to run out of time here, the Gold Coast. Back for the Sex Bomb. Toby Sexton's kick. Down it comes. Taken on the full by Kinney. Kinney thinks about throwing it and then get caught by Joshy Curran, 9 metres out on tackle 1. AJ Brimson, Sami now. So the Dogs will look to be 2-0 up against Parramatta next week. And the first thing Coach Cameron Ciraldo will say to his troops is don't take them lightly.
Yeah, famous words, eh?
Right. Well, Kevy, that must be a hard thing for a coach when you've had a couple of wins, but you know you're such favourites to win. Is it hard to get a team to focus?
Well, not hard. You've got your team leaders in particular, your senior players need to drive that as much as anyone with your training performance through the week and making sure you get yourself ready.
And Khan Pereira's just tried to kick that and dropped it. It's picked up by Crichton. It's given to Wilson over the 30. He's got support in Tracy. He gives it to Tracy, and Connor Tracy's going to score right under the posts. And that, my friends, is what they call the ball game, Benny Teo.
Oh, what a way to just wrap up this game and really get the crowd jumping. It was just nice play there from Stephen Crichton, scooping up a loose ball from an error from the Titans, and then just giving it to Blake Wilson, who put on the burners. He's quick, came down the sideline, drew the fullback, and inside there, it was great play there for the Bulldogs to score.
They've always been in control in the second half, haven't they, the Bulldogs? And the Titans, well, they're desperate to score points. They missed the kick through. They tried to kick it through, and then Crichton picked it up, looked for some support, little offload, and away he goes, the wingman. He had great speed. He pushed away from the Titans' defence and the Titans' cover and goes and runs it around and puts it under the post.
Connor Tracy,
what a match he's had. Huge influence in tonight's proceedings. And they've been the better team, the Bulldogs. And they can crack the champagne out now, Benny.
Yes, indeed. 38 points to 24 on the Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard. Everybody in the rugby league game loves the Triton. By turbocharged power, workhorse grunt, reliable offload performance. But I love the 10-year warranty. Because I'll be nearly 70 by the time the warranty runs out on that Triton. Canterbury 38, Bulldogs 20, Canterbury 38, Gold Coast 24. And now on the Pertec kick predictor, Stephen Critter Crichton 2 from 2 tonight. And we got him at 99%. We'll check in with Michael Chalmers shortly too. We might get a late update on Billy Kickow, find out what the latest is. And this one's going to go straight over the black dot, straight onto the roof of the shawarma van before heading out on the Burwood Road. Let's go down to you on the sideline, Michael Chalmers.
Yeah, look, this will be a great win for the Bulldogs. Their first time in 9 years they've managed to win back-to-back games to start the season. But I can tell you, Maroon, it's going to be compounded by some bad news around Viliami Kikau. It's a suspected MCL for Kikau as well, the same injury that Matt Burton suffered in the first half of this game. The same prognosis. Looks like it's going to be 4 to 6 weeks for both Viliami Kikau and Matt Burton. It's a massive blow for the Bulldogs.
Well, I might just see if I can get our producer to bring up, if you can, I know it's late in the day, I wouldn't mind seeing who the Dogs have over the next 4 weeks. But they will be without Kikau, they will be without without Matty Burton. So both have similar injuries, 4 to 6 weeks. Let's say it's best case scenario. Let's say the Doggies get them back in 4 weeks. Short kick-off by the Gold Coast, batted back. They have the ball. And I've got that on the screen now. I'll come to that as soon as I get an opportunity, you Doggies fans. Sami's inside the 20, 1 minute and 50 seconds to go. And good having Westpac on board again too for this season. Westpac bringing the footy. And Gray now 15 metres out. Canterbury 40, Gold Coast 24. They never deserved to win this game. They trailed by 20 very early on. And they are 10 metres out with 90 seconds left in the game. Sam Verrills, AJ Brimson, then to Keanu Kinney. Crichton came out of the line and mobbed him and pushed him back outside the Westpac red zone. Verrills to Brimson and then to Fasul Malaawi, and it's 15 metres out on tackle 4. Verrills again to the centre for Brimson, to Fermor, and then it goes out to the winger Khan Pereira. Last play now for the Gold Coast Titans, AJ Brimson. He puts a kick to the in-goal area. Not a lot of pressure. Knocked on by Fafita. Now let me have a look at this. Next 4 games for the Doggies. Let me see. Where am I reading that? I think we need to bring that down just a little bit if we can. A little bit more. Well, yeah, here we go. Well, they've got Parramatta. Then they've got the Knights. So they've got the Parramatta away, the Knights at home, the Broncos away, and the Raiders away. So they got a pretty tough couple of road games there, missing a couple of stars.
Well, certainly have, but want your best players there every week if you can. And unfortunately for the Bulldogs, they'll be without 2 of their stars for the next month or so.
Yeah.
But luckily it's early in the competition and they'll get them back.
Let me just,
in about a month's time,
correct myself there. I should have been reading across. Dogs Eels, then Dogs Sharks, then Dogs Knights, then Dogs Souths. Anyway, they're going to have to do it without those 2. Their full-time siren sounds in the background, and it's all over in front of 17,892 people. 17,891 of them were barracking for the Bulldogs, and Canterbury 40 have defeated the Gold Coast 24. A high-scoring game. If you like your tries, well, Benny Tia, we never stopped seeing tries.
Yeah, well, just great attack, great defence from the Dogs, and you have to say the Titans really just mucked it up in that first period. The first 10 minutes really cost them a lot of momentum. But, gee, they came back, as Kevy said. They had a lot of attack in them. They can score points and made it an entertaining game to call.
All right.
Yeah, the start was poor, wasn't it, Ben? Like they just got ill-discipline and errors. Something to work on for them next week.
And very blessed to have a great commentary team with us tonight. 2 blokes who have been there and done that. Ben Teo and Kevy Walters. Specsavers Play of the Day. Specsavers Audiology. Specsavers Audiology. Rediscover the joy of everyday sounds with a Specsavers hearing expert today. Here is the Specsavers Play of the Day.
The Triple M NRL Play of the Day.
Kickow has been damaging every time he touches the ball and gets it back to Burton, who straights up and creates the gap and gets the pass away to Marnie, and read Marnie right under the post. Yes, indeed. Specsavers play of the day, a try to the cheeky little Reed Marnie right under the posts, and the Dogs got out to 22-0, and the Gold Coast had a little bit of a comeback, a little bit of a flash in the pan, but they really just let the Dogs get away. Those first 15 minutes
of both halves. Yeah. In the second half as well, they allowed 2 tries inside the opening 12 minutes, the Titans, and that just pushed the Bulldogs away. They gave them confidence, and they went on with it. Did the job well.
Okay, we're just trying to get Michael Chammas into position for a couple of interviews. Season starting off right on track for the Bulldogs, except for those 2 injuries. I know I'm harping on it, but you've got to understand people are jumping in and out of the car all the time, and that's big news if you're a Doggies fan, to lose Burton and Kickow with knee injuries in both same games. So, it's going to really put a little bit of a downer, a little bit of a shadow on what has been a great result. Down to you, Michael Chammas.
Yeah, boys, with Satili Tupanua, Satili 2 games in, 2 wins. You must be delighted with your start here at the Bulldogs.
Yeah, 100%. The crowd here is crazy. It's my first time experiencing it, and they turned out tonight.
Obviously, the performance, there were a couple of lapses of concentration, but overall, you must be delighted with the way the team played today.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, it's still round 2 and we're still building, but a lot of lessons there. We started off good, dropped off, went good again, and then fell off again, but I guess it's still round 2 and still got a lot of time to pick those lessons up.
The news of Birdo looks like a medial, and now Kickow talk on the sideline that it's potentially medial as well. What does that do to the team? What does that do for the morale around the team?
Yeah, obviously I'm not sure what the actual injury is. We'll find out when we get in there, but whatever happens, I know the next man that steps up into the position will be ready to go.
Up to you, boys.
Hey, Satilia, Benny Teo here. Mate, at half-time, I thought you came out, you made some adjustments with your positions, and you came out strong that first 10 minutes. What was the message from Serraldo about getting back on track?
Yeah, obviously the boys that started set a good platform for us, and then we just needed to do that again. And in that second half, we came on and sort of fell off in that back half of the first half, and then we just power running, kicked our spots, and that's what we done.
Yep.
So Tilly, Kevy Walters here, mate. Well done on the win. Congratulations. Your second game for the Bulldogs. What's it like playing at Belmore, mate, with the Bulldogs jersey on?
Nah, it's crazy. One of the craziest fans I've seen, and it was good to experience it tonight.
All
Good
right.
stuff, mate.
Good on you, mate. We'll let you go and enjoy it. Thank you very much for your time, Tilly, and thank you, Michael, who'll probably chase down another one for us.
Thanks, but
it's been a full round of footy, and Parramatta are in all sorts. Well, let's go through those scores very quickly while Michael chases up another one for us. Knights 26, Dolphins 12, Warriors 36, Manly 16, and the Roosters 38, Penrith 32, Souths 25, Dragons 24, Sharks 36, Cowboys 12, Canberra 32, Broncos 22, Tigers 32, Parramatta 6, and final score here was the Canterbury Doggies 40, Titans 24. Down to you again, Michael.
Yeah, boys, here with a very happy Bulldogs captain, Stephen Crichton. Stephen, awesome atmosphere tonight, and the boys, they put on a performance. I know there were a couple of lapses of concentration, but overall, you must be delighted.
Yeah, definitely happy with the boys' performance. I feel like we've come a long way, but there's still so much improvement in us, and like you said, we kind of let them back in the game there, but it's just things that we can control, dropping the ball, 7 tackle sets and things like that we can definitely control. It's not them playing good footy, but we're just hurting ourselves a bit, and it's good to take those lessons in as well as winning at the same time. So we'll take those lessons in and definitely come back better.
Last year you surprised a lot of teams. This year everyone expects you guys to be up, and the way you started the year, do you see a development and evolution in this football team?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like the sky's the limit for us, and we can just keep pushing forward as far as we can go, but it's definitely down to the individual and how you prep throughout the week, and we get those messages across to the boys, how you want to prep and how you want to represent this jersey, and today was a big sense of that, just looking at our Belmore crowd come out, and they got behind us.
You wouldn't have had time to let it sink in, but Matt Burton looks like 4 to 6 weeks, the guys were saying medial, and kicks potentially medial as well, they suspect. Your thoughts on those tonight?
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but yeah, I seen him go off, but we've got good depth there with the boys, and a lot of players have trained in those positions as well, so praying that it's not too bad, but whatever it is, I know Serraldo will have a plan.
Up to you, boys.
Hey, Stephen, Benny Teo here. Mate, I thought you did a great job when you moved from right centre over to 5'8". They got exposed a little bit where you were gone. Was that something at half-time you spoke about, going back there and shoring up the defence?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure, but I got pushed back to the right centre there just to play the defensive game there and help our right edge out as well. So, I don't know what the plan was, but I think first instance just trying to move there to help the left edge. But, definitely went back and helped our right edge at the same time too.
Yeah, Steve, Kev Walters here, mate. Congratulations on your win. You seem to be really enjoying the captaincy again, mate, this year. Rallying the troops and yourself a really strong performance tonight.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's a massive opportunity for me, and with the fan base that we have, it's enjoyable. Win, lose or draw, it's a massive blessing playing in this jersey and seeing how many smiles we can put on kids' faces and coming out and playing and getting the win as well. Seeing those fans happy makes me happy to represent not just our powerful club but our greater community as well.
Okay, good on you, Steve. Well said, mate. On the sideline there with our man Michael Chamas, who, as usual, has done an exceptional job. Benny Teo, I'm going to give you a chance to think about who you would like to think of for the Triple MVP. And while you do that, I'll just remind Triple M listeners, look at these first 3 games for you we have next week. All these games on Triple M and Listener. Thursday night, Storm and Penrith at Amy Park in Melbourne. That's going to be a crackerjack. And then Friday Arvo, Warriors, who had a good win, up against the Roosters, who had a exceptional win. Then Friday late, Broncos, Cowboys. Saturday Arvo, we've got this one as well. Sharks, South in the Shire. We'll have this one as well. Dolphins, West Tigers. And this one too, I believe, Titans and the Knights. So going right through till next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. By Jesus, just about every game is on Triple M or Listener. CPAP on board with us in 2025. Get expert advice and unbeatable prices at CPAP Direct. Visit us in store or at cpap.com.au. Benny, have you got a Triple MVP?
Yeah, I do. I'm going to go 1 point. I'll start off with Brian Kelly for the Titans. I thought he really brought them to life down his left edge. Got them back in the game for 2 points. I'm going to go with the man we just spoke to, Stephen Crichton. I thought his leadership, his kick chase, and his ability to change positions was pivotal. And 3 points, I'm going to give it to Reid Marnie. I thought he came up with some try assists, but lots of energy, and I think he really excels in those games at Belmore, especially when the crowd's into it. So 3 points there to Reid Marnie.
Okay, absolute pleasure to work with you tonight, Benny, and I hope we get to do it again. Kevy, you're back on the Triple M team. That's bloody beautiful.
Yeah, lovely to be here tonight, mate. What a good game of football, wasn't it? Really only over in the last 3 or 4 minutes, which we want to see this year in the NRL. Tight contests, good footy, mate.
Yeah, and
thank you.
Plenty of tries. Good on you, fellas. Always good to see you. Mitre 10, get expert service trusted by the trade at your local Mitre 10 Trade Centre. And, of course, Michael Chamas, a wonderful job, as always, on the sideline. Here are the highlights as Triple M rocks the footy.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy. Full-time highlights.
Get expert service trusted by the trade at your local Mitre 10 Trade Centre.
Marnie, left side Sexton, left side Burton, quick hands. Out it comes Marcelo Montoya. Oh, Kevy Walters, they can't have scored already, but they have.
They certainly have, and it's the Bulldogs that light up Belmore.
Marnie, then it goes to Salmon, and they open up, and Salmon scores a very, very simple try, Benny Teo.
Big Tino can't shut the gate. The fatigue's kicked in.
Kick out has been damaging every time he touches the ball and gets it back to Burton, who straights up and creates the gap and gets the pass away to Marnie, and Reid Marnie right under the post. And Haas brings down Curran. I think he's over.
He scored.
I think he's over. Josh Curran's got that on the line. That's a try. Yeah. Left side to Campbell and left again for Kelly. And he found his winger, Khan Pereira. Steps inside. Out of nothing. Out of nothing, they get a try. Kevy Walters, you might be right. Blake Wilson's dropped that on the kick return, and the ball is now with the Gold Coast. Can they get a try before the break and really change the course of this game? Khan Pereira down the sideline. He's gone in untouched. From 40 metres out, up they go. Oh, Khan Pereira's dropped it straight into the arms of a Bulldogs player. And you wouldn't believe it, Jacob Preston has scored in the opening minute of the second half. A dummy half. Man goes in almost untouched. Well, the momentum momentum has swung straight back again now to the Bulldogs as Kurt Mann goes in under the post. Verrills and Tino for
There you
Silver
go.
Army under the post. Kevy.
There you go. Titans hit back again. That was vital. They scored next.
Army's away. Hayward chases back to Kinney. Kinney over the
Here he
halfway.
goes.
He's away. Keanu Kinney over the 20. He's got support. Jojo
What a try.
scores.
Well, that was magical. That was the best try that we've seen tonight.
Cam Pereira's just tried to kick that and dropped it. It's picked up by Crichton. It's given to Wilson over the 30. He's got support in Tracy. He gives it to Tracy, and Connor Tracy's going to score right under the posts. And that, my friends, is what they call the ball game.
Well, what a way to just wrap up this game and really get the crowd jumping.
And it's all over in front of 17,892 people. And Canterbury 40 have defeated the Gold Coast 24.
For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M rocks footy. Triple M footy lives on Listener. Catch all our games, interviews, replays and more